Oh, hello! Happy New Year and all that
Hello.
jazz.
Happy
What's
New
Matt's face? I
Year.
promise you I'll go find it. For those of you who missed last session, Matt is about to give us a wonderful and fantastic...
Everyone missed last session because you weren't there to stream it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Oh, that was the
there.
joke.
They missed it, yeah.
Another classic Phaedra moment.
Where we... Oh, we're not missing anyone. Everyone is... Oh, where the fuck?
Oh no.
Oh, he's under the DM. Oh, he is the DM. Josh is trying to take over.
No, I'm the DM.
Congratulations. Please level me up.
Matt, you were about to give us a fantastic recap.
I will give a great recap.
Yay.
Oh, I don't remember exactly where we started.
We started on the
from the-
road
That's the hardest
Oh
part
yeah,
of the
yeah,
recap.
we're starting.
We start.
at the windmill.
So we started. We were walking down the road. We came across a windmill, and we tried going to the windmill, but it was locked. I think it was Julian walks up to the windmill, tries opening. It's locked. There's a raven on top of the door, that's giving us warnings. It's the same ravens we've been seeing. Togork suggested his island of breaking down doors, but then there was someone inside, and an old lady opened up, and for some reason it was bad if we went inside, and we didn't. She just offered food and a muffin, and instead of asking about it, Togork ate the muffin, and now is magically possessed to be permanently happy for the time being. So he's got a permanent smile on his face, and we continued
Very
on forward,
unsettling
and we
smile.
Oh,
Yeah.
the old woman said that she had two other sisters.
yes, there's
Yeah,
three of
we
them.
thought that sounded kind of hag-like, right?
It reminded me of like the three fates from Greek lore, but we didn't get too in
Yep.
depth with them. So then we moved forward. We kept going. We found a lake. There was a random man on top of a boat, or sitting in a boat. Looked like he was fishing or something. And he threw something in the water. So we each got in two different rowboats. We rowed out. Julian dove in the water like the captain of the swim team. Went to the bottom of the lake. He grabbed the thing that was thrown in. It ended up being a little girl. Pulled her out, saved her, got her back in. She was a little Visanti girl. Said that dude was trying to, I guess, sacrifice her or whatever. I don't remember the reasoning for it.
Yes, in order to fish better.
Oh yeah, to fish better. He thought it would help him fish better. Togork jumped in his boat to see what was going on. The guy was blasted out of his mind, drunk, or on drugs. We couldn't even tell. Couldn't even see us. And then Togork smelled the alcohol. It was poison. Got it away. We took the guy ashore. We told the little girl we'd take the guy to justice. Then he died along the way. So Togork just dropped him in all the woods, and we kept walking. And then we got to the town.
Sorry, can we just roll that back a second? He died along the way because you dropped him in the woods.
No. We dropped him because he died. We didn't need the
He
dead
was
weight.
dead, and it was
Why
like
did he
I wanted
die?
to carry him more.
His
Poisoned.
alcohol had
Poisoned.
been
It was
poisoned.
It was
Oh,
like some
sorry.
crazy
I thought you
poison
meant
alcohol.
like you found that
Yeah.
it was alcohol because you detected poison. Right? Okay. It was he was poisoned.
So
and
yeah,
he was drunk.
he drank it, but he didn't know the alcohol was so bad. So
Yes.
So he died. You dropped
there was
him in
no
the
point
woods.
of bringing him to. He
Sorry,
died, so we just didn't bring him. Yeah, so we got to the town. What was the name of the town?
Belaki.
Valaki.
Yeah, Valaki, and we got greeted by the mayor. Who told us the number one law of the town is you have to smile. It is you're breaking the law if you're not smiling 24/7. So the mayor was really nice, and then we talked to him, whatever, and we found out about a Vistani camp right outside of the town where the little girl claimed to be from. So we go from the town to the camp. We pass the carnival.
The town guard
town guard.
also was flirting with Togork relentlessly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw carnival with a bunch of carriages and stuff. It looked interesting. We all wanted to go to the carnival, but we had to do this first. We get to the camp. When we get to the camp, we see the Vistani camp. We see they got one dude like tied up in the middle, and they're beating him. We find out it's because he was supposed to be watching the girl that got lost. But then we reunited them, and then Julian Charisma checked him to stop beating him. And then we said, "Oh, well, this only happened because this guy drank poison alcohol. Where'd he get it?" So the same guy who lost the girl was the one who stole the alcohol. So he's just an asshole. Then we got our fortunes checked by some lady.
Another Madame Ava type.
Yeah, I don't remember what the fortunes were though.
They were more specific to us. I think we kind of asked about
we all
individual
got
things.
we got.
I wrote down
individual
what she
ones.
said about my fortune. I don't know if you wrote down yours.
I did not rape.
Okay, so it's lost.
We went back to town. We were talking to them. We found out that the lady who stole our horse and carriage was in town. So we went to find her. After talking to people in the bar, like the tavern, found out she's at the mayor's house. No, we found out she's at the Burgomeister's house. So we go to the Burgomeister, who happens to be the mayor. The mayor was the Burgomeister.
Before that, though, before we got to the tavern, we did check out the carnival-y area.
Oh shit, we did.
And
fetch.
It was just a single wagon.
Yes, but it had a beast inside, and that beast was playing with something, and Julian...
A doll.
And snatched it out of the cage without getting his hand chopped off. And it had a doll, and it said something in it, but I can't remember.
It was that same... I don't remember what it said, but it was the same logo branding that we saw on that other toy before.
Yes, it was the same phrase.
Mm-hmm. Is no fun.
Yeah.
Is no
something like
Blinksy or something.
Yeah. It's no
I've got it. It's no fun if it's no Blinksy. That's what I've got down from the first.
It had that on it. But also when we were at the tavern, Julian thought he was being hit on by the.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The tavern was pretty significant.
Yes, but it turns out she wasn't. She just wanted to make an alliance. She was with the Were-Raven people, and she was like, look, we can give you signals of when you're in danger and stuff like that. We can help you with information, but you need to we also want to take down Strahd. This needs to be a two-way thing. So Julian was like, yep, that's great. And then they were like, great, there's some fuckery going on with the brewery. Go over. There's a cult. They think it's a cult to Strahd, but they're not really sure. But they're fucking with their brewery, so they want us to go deal with the brewery problem. And then we went to the hamburger's house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Burgomeister. we had a love our friend the mayor. We had a lovely conversation with him. He no longer had a smile on his face. He was breaking his own law.
He broke his own rule because we were being such a nuisance trying to get in.
We were trying to get into his house to we knocked at the door, and when he opened it, we just walked in.
That's true.
We wanted to talk.
We did do that.
We just walked. We
invited ourselves in fully.
We were trying to find the lady who stole our wagon. Yeah, and then we basically he tried to get the guards to come and get us, escort us away / hurt us somehow. And we talked him down, and he agreed to let us talk to the lady if we would just leave him alone for the time being. He said he was going to get her right now as the session ended.
Yeah,
he said he was at least. He could have been lying, but he said he was.
Yes, and Phaedra with her bird spied through the window. I could see that there was some kind of shindig, some kind of soiree going on inside.
So from the Raven's view, there's a big group of people just in here at a large table having like some kind of dinner party. It looks like. But I think that was everything.
I just have
a great recap, Matt.
Couple of questions regarding it. First of all, did we rest at all during last session?
We got healed. We didn't rest. We got healed by I think I don't remember who. It was either the old lady or the Visanti. Someone healed us.
I think we did because I haven't spent anything.
You get everything back on a short rest as a monk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, maybe. Well,
do you have any spell slots used, Michaela?
Yes, I have a couple used.
Okay. Yeah, we got healed. I don't think
I'm down on 1, a couple of 2s, but I am full HP, and more importantly, I still have aid. I still have aid up. I don't know if you guys have that.
Yeah, I still have the.
Okay, cool. And the second question is whose face is on Tyler's mug?
Santa.
That's so cute! I just noticed it as you were tipping, and I was like, oh, he's got a face on his mug. Okay, cool.
I got 30 mugs for Christmas, so I gotta use them.
Are you a coffee obsessee? What's going on here? Apparently so am I. I didn't know I was a coffee obsessee, but my mother decided that not only did I want a coffee machine for Christmas, but I wanted everything that could possibly go with a coffee machine for Christmas.
I think it's that your mom wanted those things.
No. They're for my upstairs coffee bar.
Oh, well, I have no idea.
I just wanted the coffee machine up here so I didn't have to speak to my mum on my way to making coffee. And also, we don't have drip coffee machines here, whereas the US have them. That's what I wanted. Anyway, and now I have 4 billion other accessories. But no Santa mugs, sadly.
Oh, by the way, Tyler, for when the inevitable happens and I have to roll a death saving throw,
You got your shirt ready?
I have this.
Yeah.
Oh my
roll.
god!
Oh, that's awesome.
I actually am dead. That's so
Yeah.
cute.
He'll be
So
dead
this
when
is
he's
gonna
rolling that.
be. This is
Wait.
gonna be just for death saves in all
that a
campaigns.
plush pillow?
It sure is.
Does it actually land?
Does
Can you
everybody
roll
else
it?
have
does.
some
It-
D&D themed
It
Christmas?
does land a bit odd because obviously like the points are actually points.
It's
But it does
weighted.
roll.
Yeah.
It's not weighted. I hope it's weighted in a positive sense.
It's got a label, so it's gonna just tip to there. I got a really nice set of dice with a big D20.
Aw.
It wasn't even a Christmas present. Josh and I accidentally... Do you know when Team Strahd won the gauntlet? Remember that happened?
Yeah.
Great, good old Team Strahd. I've seen Tyler's dice that he used with the
Yes.
voucher for. But basically, I tried to purchase the vouchers for you guys on my account. And at first it didn't work, and then 4 hours later it randomly delivered us another 4. So of course we had to use them. So we bought a random mystery box, and I ended up with this really big D20. This is regular. It's really nice set, and it's like rose gold. And it's like purple, but when you put it in the light gold, it's very cool. It's its own set, and so far I've not rolled over a 10 with it in over 20 attempts. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah.
Yikes.
Anyway, so we're standing outside here, and he's going to get her right now. Is that right?
Yes.
All right.
Esmeralda.
Go and get her.
Boom. Boom. Okay.
I'm so excited.
We
Birds
got
in
Paige's
there.
bird down there.
Yep.
the south?
Keeping an eye on the party.
Yeah, kind of just resting on the windowsill.
It's starting to sound less like a
you
raven
had-
and more like a budgie every day.
Inconspicuous.
You had just talked to Vargas, who is the burgomaster, the mayor, the baron. He's
Wow.
the head
He's got all the
honcho.
titles.
Yes, and he uses all of them. He did kind of seem to have kind of a fragile ego when you talked to him.
Oh, yeah.
The second you kind of weren't just going with what he was saying, he got very upset, and then you barged into his house. Then he agreed to have the woman, who I think he did tell you the name of as Esmeralda,
Yes.
that he would bring her to the door for you. If you would just kind of calm down and step outside.
Yeah, we're all calm here.
About
He also
a
told us
few...
that she was never allowed to leave the house.
Oh, he did say something like that.
He was like, she's never leaving the house again, and we didn't. Well, I was like,
We didn't know what to make of that. But
know.
you know what? Actually, Phaedra will say, actually, Togork, if she's never leaving the house again, maybe we can just take the carriage without fear.
That is a genius idea.
Horses in
Something
there.
to think of.
Dax wants.
One. We did hear there was a carriage with one.
Well, as long as there's still one horse. Is that Midnight? I think that was it,
Yep.
right? Midnight
Yeah.
survived.
Yeah,
I can't
that
remember. I didn't name the other one, did I? I just gave up on it. 'Cause it was
No,
just
that was
died.
dead before you gave the other
Yeah,
one the name.
exactly. I only got to name one because the other one died. Yeah. Cool.
Oh boy.
A minute passes. Bonk's just sitting in the grass. Your skeleton is standing very awkwardly, kind of just in the middle of the road, just trying not to draw too much attention.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
Yeah, and after about a minute passes, you hear the door unlock again, because he definitely locked it as soon as you guys stepped outside,
Why?
and opens up, and you do see that he is with a woman that I will show
Whoa.
the picture of.
Wow.
This is what her art looks like.
Whoa.
She's got the hair you thought she would. She does have the long red coat. And the most specific feature she has is that her right leg is
yeah.
metal. It's like
Oh,
a
that's cool.
replacement. And she will kind of look out to you guys for a moment. The first person she looks at is Togork. And there's this kind of like recognition in her eyes. Oh. Vargos, these are my associates. You
Oh,
asked
no.
me to look into a few disappearances, and I can't exactly do that just being here. So I had them arrive. If I could just speak with them for a few moments.
Orc's gonna laugh in his face.
I mean, obviously, she's lying to him because we're not associates. But do we
He
recognize?
never
You've
met this
never
lady.
seen this lady
No,
before in
but
your
do
life.
we know anything about like his mysterious disappearances?
You do not. The ones that she's
I have
referring
no
to,
clue
you
what
have
she's
no
talking
idea.
about.
Right. Okay. Sorry. I'm just
See-
double checking. That's not like a rumor you've been hearing around town or anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now I feel awkward because this whole time I felt the person that was going to come to the door was Irina.
It's okay because I thought it was that stupid posh vampire spawn
Oh my
in the red dress. I thought that's who stole off. 'Cause
Anastasia.
it was a red coat.
Anastasia.
That would be
Yeah,
funny.
Anastasia. It was a red coat, and she was wearing a red dress, right? And I just sort of combined the two in my head, and I was certain that that's who had stolen our wagon.
Oh,
Turns out it's this metal-legged girl. I mean, to be fair, does she need a wagon? Can she walk?
Yeah, she
we
can walk
heard
completely
she
fine.
walks funny.
Okay, cool. She doesn't need a wagon. Well, that's good. That's good news.
He will kind of give this very reluctant nod and kind of gesture her to leave the house. And she
Okay,
will
good.
step outside, kind of just right past
Wait a
you
second.
guys.
Wait, Burgomeister, Mr. Man. You said she was never allowed to leave, and she just left right now. What's up?
You ask a lot of questions,
He has a
Yeah,
curious
and you
spirit.
should know.
You give false information.
I am allowed to change my word because my word is the only one that matters.
Yeah, tell that to Strahd, see what he thinks. Anyways, let's go, lady.
God cannot touch these lands as long as we are all happy.
Oh.
And he just
But you
closes the
weren't.
door.
But you weren't smiling, so he could.
He
Okay.
very much was not
He
smiling.
closed the door. He doesn't want to hear it anymore.
I enjoy toning
Is
that.
she smiling?
Great question.
She looks a little panicked as she kind of like wiggles her way past a couple of you guys to get to like that center area. So I know two of you. You maybe don't know me. I suppose first things first. I am Barnacle. I was the one who brought you here.
What?
What?
Barnacle.
No, hold on. Give me a full
Transitioned?
time out here. Cowork passes out.
There's a bush
In,
right
like,
behind
shock.
him.
I was
Just
not-
faints backwards.
I was not brought here by a Barnable.
Oh, he doesn't know. I guess only.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh yeah,
I
only
wanna,
two of us know
I want to
Barnacle.
be shocked and surprised, but I can't be.
Okay.
I'm confused. That
I will
counts?
call Yarg over to help Togork, who's collapsed into the shrubs.
Oh, he's okay. He can stand back up. He's okay. He's just like the total shock.
Well,
Barnacle.
it's nice to meet you
you-
too. And she kind of like crosses her arms to give both of you a handshake.
Pleasure, I'm
Oh.
sure.
Were
I
you
will say they do
wearing-
look a bit better. Hello.
Hello. Barnacle.
Wait,
Yeah.
you need to explain. Just explain.
Some kind of disguise.
Yes.
Magic.
So my goal, coming to Barovia on purpose,
Wow.
was to find the one I served an apprenticeship with. You may have heard of him. Being in these lands, he does make quite the name for himself. The Rudolf von Richten. He's a very famous vampire hunter. I'm in search of him. To gain access to these lands, I needed a way to be invited, and I may have intercepted some Vistani that were picking you up and replaced them.
Oh my god.
So was this
You got so many questions. to answer.
Barnacle character? Was that your disguise, and this is your true self?
Yes, I don't know if you're disappointed or not. I hope not.
Well, was
Oh,
just-
that's right. I
Very
haven't met you
intrigued.
before.
Very intrigued by
Yes.
the drama of it.
We were worried
It
Barnacle
is
had
quite a story.
perished, unfortunately, out in the woods.
I need you to
I'm-
prove that. I need you to prove that you're really Barney. When did we last see Barney?
Oh, great question.
I believe at the crossroads.
And what is the name of the horse?
Wow,
Do you
that's
know
a great
that?
question.
That Dax named.
I think he was there when Dax named it.
I remember
Oh,
it
he had to
pretty
have been.
Yeah.
pretty clearly because you named my horse. I believe you called him
true.
Moonlight.
Oh.
All right, you passed the test.
Well, you should know. And I will open the bag of holding and show her the dead body of Dax.
That is so morbid.
As you can see, we are not the party we started with, but we're hoping to do something about it. That's our goal at the moment.
What about your other friend, Reziel?
He was too weak to survive in these lands.
We don't have a body to try and recover.
This valley is
But,
quite dangerous.
Maybe he's all right. He might be.
I don't think he's all right. Strahd showed us his head.
Oh, I am honestly surprised to see even two of you after
Oh.
visiting the castle.
Oh, that poor for the rest.
I can die.
Okay.
Huh?
One of us.
But okay, back to what she was doing. What was the name she said? She was looking for someone?
Yes, I am looking for Rudolf von Richten.
Is that like a famous name?
How
I
does
know
this
his
know?
name's
Yeah,
on
do
the
we-
book.
do- Where did we hear that before?
Van Richten's Guide to Raven.
Yeah,
That's something
he was
we've heard
also
in the
brought up
campaign, have we?
Oh, okay.
by
okay.
Strahd himself when you guys had dinner.
Oh my god.
You were told to kill him on the spot as soon as you see him. Don't ask any questions.
Oh, I don't remember that at all. I don't take orders from Strahd, though. That's probably why I didn't write it down.
That's good.
Okay, well, I will note that Strahd wanted us to kill him.
Begging your
Wait.
pardon, ma'am.
Yes.
You mentioned taking an apprenticeship. Yet, look her up and down and gesture towards the house. Don't seem to be doing much vampire hunting.
Well, we were together for a few years. Not together.
No, I
We had
understand your meaning.
a lot of differences that built up, and he's very untrusting, especially of Vistani for good reasons. And the last I've heard, very recently actually, is that he is here, somewhere in Vallaki.
So you are continuing the hunt?
Yes, apparently he is after Strahd, and he could use my and hopefully our help. If you're not allied with him, I would
I think
hope
you
not.
should join us.
I look at Togor.
Join us on the road. We could absolutely use more help.
We could use our guide back. Tolwork says with a giant smile.
If you help me find Rudolph, then I would
Deal.
gladly help as much as possible.
Is he all
Unfortunately,
alone?
Yes, knowing him, yes.
No dancer, no prancer.
No Blitzen.
He does usually have two animals with him.
Oh.
One is a monkey and one is a panther.
Ooh.
A panther. Does this panther wear armor? Was it a big cat we saw in that thing?
It was.
Oh. Oh, it was literally described. It was basically a panther from what the description we got was.
Sorry, guys,
Yeah.
I
Is
need more
this-
than that thing.
Oh, sorry,
The thing
the
that-
carnival.
that
of
Josh-
Oh, the carnival,
dragons.
the carnival that Julian played fetch with. Right, okay, so thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I just
Yes. The
was it the
beast
panther in
in
that
the-
thing is really not a very helpful
Yeah,
sentence.
the beast in the cage, I guess, for lack
In
of
the
a better
cage.
word.
Cool.
Yeah.
In the carnival
And,
track.
A small note is that the thing that the panther was playing with was a doll that resembled a Vistani that it was kind of
Yes.
tearing
was
apart.
so certain that sentence was going to end with the word monkey.
Oh no!
A doll that resembled a Vistani?
Oh, does Rudolph own a carnival? Is it his carnival?
I know nothing about that.
Well, there was a beast that was locked up over there. It might have been this panther that you're describing.
Oh, that could be worth investigating.
Do I know anything about Van Richten? Have I heard the name before? Do I?
Yeah. Give me a history check.
Oh, that's nice. That's not below a 10. Welcome in, Dice. You've been waiting for it to matter.
Yep.
That is a 22.
Okay.
It was all training leading up to this.
Yeah.
I've literally been rolling it for the last 5 minutes and just rolling crap all the time. And then you ask her. You see, as soon as you don't ask her roll, I roll a 5.
Yep.
22.
He is known for being a vampire hunter, but he hunts all kinds of very big, well-known evildoers. Monsters,
Oh.
usually, yes. And he's very good at it. And from what people know, he's never seen. It's just they hear that he shows up, and then the big thing that harasses the town just disappears.
Wow.
He's
Saying
the
that
Witcher.
The legendary Van
Yeah,
Richten.
pretty much.
The legendary Van Richten. Grand Hunter has joined the.
I would hope not. I hope that's not why he would come to Barovia, of all
So-
places, with a very big vampire, just to run a circus.
Oh, well,
Unfortunate.
I was more directing that question to my comrades who said that it's Panther
Mm-hmm.
Carnival Cage.
That is something
Implication
we
is that the
observed. Unless someone kidnapped his panther and is now using it in the carnival.
Catnap.
Catnapped, excuse me.
We do have
Just
slightly more.
clarify.
Could you give us a
Immediate-
description of this man first? Sorry.
Oh yes, of course. He's somewhat balding from the last time I saw him. Older gentleman, probably in his early 60s. White hair. Usually has an orange or goldish coat
Are you
on.
just describing Barnacle?
Kind of, yeah.
Orangish coat? Okay.
Ah, yes, the colours of the hunter. Bright orange.
Uh-huh.
And he usually carries around a sword cane with him.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, cool, but not particularly hunting a vampire.
It's about the style. It's Bloodborne.
Speaking of swords and
Yeah.
I'll look to Phaedra and to Togok. This Barnable turned Esmeralda. Someone you trust. I would gesture
I
towards
trust
her.
2 people, and I trust 3 people in Barovia,
Don't count that high.
and one of them is
List is
Barney.
growing. Aww.
Togok's
Wow.
gonna look at his fingers. Go 1, 2, 3, and one of them is Barney,
Turned
and one of them is
Esmeralda.
Phaedra.
Who's the fourth?
Slash
Who's the-
Esmeralda.
Who's the third? Is it Bonk?
No, you all know it's Bonk. Yes.
Oh,
I think
Um,
your trust is
and
misplaced.
in more reliable, as more reliable sources go, and I'll look to Phaedra. Trust the Barnable turned Esmeralda.
Let me think about it.
I will look to
Yes.
Phaedra and say, I wonder whether we should share some secrets of our most immediate.
Oh, that's true.
Basically, TLDR, should we ask this bitch about Sun Sword / someone to resurrect Dax?
That's what I was
That's where I'm at.
thinking. But
Just as a small note, she is a Vistani.
That's what I was just about to say, not to be
Wait, but
racist.
Barnable hates.
I think
and
the
killed
Barnable
them in a
story
bar.
was a full... Wait.
Yeah, I got a lot of follow-up questions right now.
Yeah, I'm a what? I'm a who? When
This
you
is
said she was
why,
Vistani, my mind went whoop.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I guess she has abandoned the Vistani and now is devoted to being enemies with Strahd. And, you know, they're homies with him. But
Oh,
I'm
let's
just
ask her.
assuming...
I'll just look
Yeah,
to Esmeralda
exactly.
and... what are your feelings about Strahd von Zarovich?
I have not met him, but he is a vampire, and vampires need to die.
She seems
So your
pretty...
backstory
She
you
seems
told
pretty
us.
assured about that?
More
Whoa.
specifically, you, Togork, and what transpired at that tavern when we were there.
Whatever.
The first tavern.
There are not many taverns in
one
Barovia, Togok.
Are you
Togork
talking
was the
about
only
when
one that
I-
was there.
Yeah, Togurk
you
was the only
talking-
one who saw Barnable kill the
oh,
Vistani.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. When I talked to Strahd's brother at the bar and he whispered in my ear, that tavern. And then you and I
Yes.
stayed up after hours to hang out as our friends.
That story was Rudolph's. His
So it was Rudolph.
son was taken by Vistani to a vampire and was turned into a spawn. And that is why he hates Vistani, and I saw his mercy, and I understand his hatred.
Your alliance
And
is
his
fine.
son's still around?
I do not know.
Your alliance is still lie with the Vistani?
No. As far as I'm concerned, they can rot.
Does she seem assured about that?
Give me an insight check.
She seemed pretty insistent about the Strahd death. Ooh, it's a number. It's a big one. I got a +8. So yeah, it's a
Nice.
21.
Wow.
Yeah. Just you mentioning that she could be even somewhat related or allies with the Vistani, she seems almost grossed out by it.
Great.
Hates it.
I'll look to
what
Phaedra.
is, what,
Seems trustworthy to me. Sorry, Josh. Carry on.
so what is your story?
Is there nowhere better to have this discussion?
That is true. Speaking of which, more immediate matters. The reason I am here and not searching in town.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to be... Sorry, I didn't mean to bypass your question, Josh. I just meant, like, maybe we should sit in the bar and have a chat, right? And she's going to tell us her life story, as opposed to standing on someone's doorstep.
Well, she's supposed to not leave this house.
Well,
This
she's
is
done
my
that. Let's
version.
go. Sorry, carry on, Tolerance.
Yeah, I want to know why she's in this house.
We traveled with two others when we were heading to the crossroads. Irina and
Oh.
yes, I know
Burgermeister.
Ismark
Awkward.
disappeared
Ooh.
and Irina as well. But I haven't heard of Ismark's location, but I know Irina was last seen entering this building.
Ismark's
This
in multiple...
building?
Ismark's in
Whoa.
multiple places. Not that I know anything of it, but various
Some of
stomachs, I believe.
Is partially inside of Togor because his blood got in his food when he was eating?
Yeah, some of him is on this cloak. Okay, wait. Irina's in this building? Have you
Yes.
seen her? Are you looking for her?
I did do some questioning before I came here. Basically, my guise is replacing one of the two people that have gone missing. As far as he's concerned, neither of those people that have disappeared have left this house because he does not allow his servants to leave. That is
I'm going
kind
to
of my
lean
guide.
back. How big is this house?
It's about... There's a first floor, a second floor, and then an attic. Also, give me a perception check.
It's a pretty nice manse.
18.
With an 18, as you're kind of just like scaling, looking up, almost all of the windows have their drapes closed, except for the very top where there's a singular window where the attic is, and you see tiny little purplish blue lights kind of just like fade in and out.
So it's big enough for someone to get lost in,
The house?
but not
Get
permanently.
lost in, but
Yeah, but not permanently. Like somebody disappearing, you would find them eventually.
yes, yeah, definitely.
Can I scale the wall to then look into that window?
Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
I'd love to. I hope
That's
it's not
fine, Tim.
raining.
Just out.
I think I can climb without my hands. I think
I
is that
think
a
you have a
vampire
climbing
thing?
speed.
I do have a climbing speed.
Automatic.
You're
Not
like
anymore.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I-
If you have a climbing speed, then there's no check. You're good.
Okay. Also, yes, I can move up and down without using my hands.
Oh, you're gonna walk
Yeah.
straight up. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I don't think that
Yeah.
allows you to stand like horizontally on the wall, but it's still pretty cool.
I think it does.
In my mind, it
You have
does.
It
sticky
says
feet.
at third level, you can move up and down and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free.
Oh yeah, that's walking.
Because what?
Yeah.
You should
Because
fight from
I'm
the
a
ceiling.
vampire.
And he has
Oh,
sticky
you're a
feet now.
vampire, right? Yes, sorry.
Yes.
I was thinking you had some monk feature. No, okay, I get you.
No. Yeah, I've got 60-foot climbing speed.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
Disgusting.
Esmeralda will watch as you somehow are just walking on your feet on the side of the wall, and as she's going to ask you a question, where are you heading to?
Yeah, so
First
I
floor, second
basically
floor?
like I walk towards the wall and I just start walking up like I've just continued walking straight. Like there's no pause, no flinching.
Yes.
Of
course.
I'll just walk straight towards the window in the attic, and then when I get there, I'll then put my hands to the wall so I can actually look in.
Okay. You get all the way up there pretty easily. It is daylight, so if someone does, just look at that building, they're gonna see you just scale the wall. But yeah, you look inside. It is pretty dark and kind of musky, and you do see a couple little things kind of just like bounce around, moving around. The lights aren't there anymore, but you do see a humanoid figure who looks like he's about maybe 19 or 20, pretty young, who's etching something into the ground. And these little like things that are like moving around the room, at first they kind of resemble cats, but then you see that they're very thin and skeletal. There's about 4 or 5 of them that are just skeletal cats.
Ooh,
Can
want
I
one.
Ditto. Can I make out what they're etching into the floor?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes, I'm so good at that. Sounds a monk. Okay, that's a 17.
Okay, that's pretty good. You can't tell how well it's done or how finished it is, but it looks like at least the beginnings of a teleportation circle.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
I probably shouldn't do this. But I am going to gently rap upon the window. Just very gently knock.
What's
I
your
always
fourth
wanted a
character,
doll
Josh?
party member.
And,
The doll.
you know, thinking about it, it must look so creepy. You're trying to escape this house, you turn around and there's a vampire at the window.
That is creepy.
Yeah,
Really
very quickly.
I'm there to rescue them. I hope they can understand that.
You see that he stops what he's doing. He doesn't look towards the window. He looks towards the door very quickly.
Ooh, he thinks
And he
it's-
gets up and moves over to it. And he gently opens it up. And then closes it. Before very slowly going back to what he was doing.
Ooh.
There's no sense of direction. Hearing. Interesting.
Oh, this is great actually. Oh no, it's not actually because my
There's
mage
a
hand
crack
is
in the
invisible.
window,
So even
a
if I
misty
did
step.
try and come hither with the mage hand, it's invisible. So, oh,
No.
I know. Is the floor covered in what? What are you
I
shaking
believe if it says it's invisible, you have the option of.
Come hither.
When you cast the spell, the spectral hand is invisible. However, is there like dust on the floor?
There is. There's a lot of dust.
Perfect. So, like, where he's trying to etch out the teleportation circle, I want to summon my mage hand in the room, and I want it to write out on the floor, "I'm here to help. Turn around."
Hmm. He does notice this, and you see his eyes kind of flick up to look at the window,
Uh-oh.
and he sees you. He says, "Oh,
Just wave. Smile
what?"
and wave.
I hope this is not a. I hope this is actually someone who's trapped and not someone who's like trying to help the mayor, and this is doing this with the mayor.
I don't know. Well, why would someone be making a teleporter in the mayor's house?
Well, what if the mayor's a good guy and actually I'm helping someone evil escape?
I don't know about the mayor.
I don't think this mayor's good. I don't like the mayor.
No.
I just like the idea that all four of us are still at the bottom, just looking up at you.
Yeah, wondering what's happening.
I was gonna send my raven up to see what you're doing.
The brief moment where somebody's just like, "Do you think he's gonna die?"
I
Maybe.
want him to walk out the window, just look down, and see us all just staring up at them.
Actually, I can move you up there. Give
Oh
me 1 second.
my god.
And then he was gone.
So long.
Boom.
Oh no.
Back in the windowsill,
there I
misty
am.
step.
Yes.
Hey, look, it's me.
His
Hello.
head kind of follows his eyes as he looks to the window. He says, "Oh, a prowler.
Uh-oh.
Now I know I am quite the catch, but why don't you back off? I need you to give me a charisma save."
Oh no. I'm starting to think maybe this guy's not actually trapped
sorry,
in
wisdom
here. Maybe he's just chilling. Wisdom save, did you say?
Yep.
Okay, that's a 15.
15 is not a success,
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
and you are charmed.
Oh.
Oh,
You
that's
must
fine.
back off.
I'm pretty gay. It wouldn't have taken much. I will just walk back down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything nice.
You walk back down.
Okay. My raven did see this interaction happen at least.
Yes.
Oh no.
I'll just say to everyone, I don't think they're trapped up there. But they seem very lovely.
We were discussing whether we would relocate for the
Okay.
place that serves drinks.
Sure.
Esmeralda?
Should we ask my new friend? Alright. He was very charming.
I don't think we should speak to that person.
Who even are the two people that are missing? Who are the two people that are missing?
If I were to leave, it may be difficult to get back inside without
I see.
violence.
And there's...
Can you get us in?
I suppose the lady of the house is always taking dinner guests. She is insane,
Love dinner.
but the food is good.
Insane?
Yes.
Is that what
He has taken the smiling all the time thing very seriously.
you said? Oh.
Anything Vargo says, she laughs at hysterically to the point where
God.
it's a tick almost. It's
Huh.
upsetting.
This poor woman, we should help her.
I have dined with many.
I don't think this is just some annoying quirk. It seems that she's quite disturbed.
Okay.
Well, perhaps. You were asking Esmeralda's story. Is that something you could tell us over dinner inside, or perhaps do you want to tell us on the doorstep?
I don't know how much of that information these people should know.
These people
They-
being inside.
Yes.
No, these people being you.
That is literally what I was asking, whether it was referring to me and Julian or whether she was referring to the people inside.
The ones inside.
Right.
Vargos genuinely believes that what he's doing is keeping Strahd at bay. If he knew that someone was trying to kill him that was here, may get me, at best, kicked out, at worst, killed.
Well, why did he say that you aren't ever allowed to leave his mansion? Before you came to the door, he told us you were never allowed to leave.
That is how he treats his servants.
You're his servant now?
That is the guise that I am going for, so that I can investigate.
I can serve also.
Togork.
Is
Disguising you would be a real...
Is this what you truly look like, or is this a guise as well?
This is what I'd look like. If I was disguising myself, I would, disguise all of my appendages. I wouldn't still be missing
Well,
a
I
leg.
didn't know if you could disguise a leg into a wooden leg.
Do you want me to be a pirate? Do I look like a pirate?
You do, and I love
I wouldn't
pirates.
judge anyone
A
on
little
their
bit.
appendages.
I have a dream
and-
of being a pirate one day.
Wow. Captain Togor.
That does work.
So, are you saying the mayor's servants, one of them went missing and you are replacing that person?
2 of them have gone missing, a male and a female.
How is that possible if they can't leave?
Is it possible
That
they
is a
just
good
ran
question.
away and didn't want to be trapped here?
Which is why I'm worried about Irina. Because she is likely somewhere inside.
Maybe we should find her.
So do we...
That's my wife
enter
we're
as...
talking about.
Is it?
Togork
Someone
is in
married you?
love.
Anyway, do we enter as dinner guests and then seek this, or do we break in dark of night, or do we let you try and Irene and just stand out here and wait?
Yeah. How is your investigation going?
Wow.
Maybe we would get in the
This
way.
new Eris guy is very smart. He should make decisions more often for us.
I didn't make any decisions. I gave you 3 options.
Yes,
It's the opposite of
make
making a decision.
You should make suggestions. You should make these wise suggestions more often.
Great.
Suggestions.
Okay.
Cast
But which one
suggestions.
was it, Togok? Dinner guest infiltration.
Which one was it, Esmeralda?
What?
Okay, I made 3 suggestions. We either go in as dinner guests, we break in the middle of the night, or we leave it to Esmeralda. Which one is Togok saying is a good suggestion?
Togork is answering by asking Esmeralda to answer the question.
Right. Okay. Cool. Great. Love that.
Okay.
What
Well,
do you think,
considering
Esmeralda?
it's like midday.
That
That is
doesn't
true.
exist. Oh yes, it does. That's Ravenloft.
It does in this
Right.
little town.
Yeah. No. It's Ravenloft Maiden. No, there's no sunshine. What does she think? Does she think we should go in
Yeah.
as dinner guests, break in the dead of the night, or leave it to her?
It is difficult to tell because I don't know if time is of the essence. Regardless,
It is.
I will head back inside. There is a chance that what happened to the other 2 may attempt to happen to me, but I believe I am well armed enough to deal with it.
I think
Do you know magic?
Yes, I know some.
Togor. She
You
was
know,
disguising herself, right?
Sending or a message, and you could message one of us if something goes wrong.
We are not staying within
Doesn't-
120 feet of
How
the
does it-
evening.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite work like that.
How did
Alright,
Togok
sending.
learn these words?
Sending, when it became nice, sending works like that, I think.
Sending does work like that if she knows.
I mean,
it.
technically, if she stays within 120 feet, I can message her at any time. But that just sounds infuriating.
Yeah, but we wouldn't know if she's in trouble or not. Wouldn't...
No, we'd have to just keep checking on her.
Well, would it be
Yeah.
would it be possible for some of us to join as dinner guests and some of us to join as servants? Surely the servants have access to parts of the
Perhaps
house of the guest.
one of us to join by breaking in the middle of the night. I'll look at Togok,
wow.
realizing that he's not going to be a particularly good servant.
I'm very sneaky.
He might
It's
also not be a
true.
great dinner guest, but he is sneaky.
He is strangely sneaky.
Snowgork's gonna
Snowgork!
jump behind a bush.
Snowgork!
Christmas Togok!
Togork,
Togork jumped behind a bush to hide, to show his sneakiness, and I rolled on that one, so...
Yikes.
So you jumped behind the bush perfectly quiet, then went Snowgork! Really loudly.
Yeah.
His winter coat's growing in.
Yeah.
Snowgork.
Well, they are looking for one more servant.
I would make a terrible servant and a fabulous dinner guest.
Hmm,
I will play the servant role.
perfect.
Well, okay.
And I
Yeah.
will be your unseen assistant.
I'll be the food taster.
Wait a minute. Togork,
We
do
didn't
you-
need that, but very well.
How would you like to just sneak around the house? Sneakily.
Oh yes, I can do
Invisibly.
that. Oh, sorry. I know we've done a lot of talking, but before we start this planning, to tell you about one last thing. Alright, I'm gonna talk really fast because we wasted a lot of time right now. We met Strahd's brother on the side of the road because of Visani told him of our secret plan to go try to find the magic sword. Now he's gonna try to find the magic sword behind us to kill Strahd. Okay, story over.
Also, we need to revive Dax. before
Ismark's
10 minutes
dead.
are up.
Killed on the table.
Ismark's dead.
Oh yeah, Ishmark's
Oh.
dead.
And we
Esmeralda.
need to go sort out a brewery problem.
So
A
time
winery
There's a lot of
problem.
information.
Time is of the essence.
Speaking of information, I need some information. Do I have the loot that was Dax's or not?
It's in the bag.
I will let you have it.
It's the instrument of the bards that casts invisibility.
As we go on this mission, I say, all right,
Yeah.
Harris, you've proven trustworthy. You can hold on to this until our friend Dax comes back.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm in the loot, but
You might need to retune it.
I can do the loot, not the loot. I'll give it a go.
Do your best.
All right.
No, it's not a loot. Shit.
What
You know
is
what
it?
I don't know.
I think it.
Are you talking about
Wait.
the helm?
No, it has to be a specific instrument.
Oh, is
I
it the
thought
DOS
was
loot?
just-
That's right.
Eh.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I'll go searching.
Yeah, I can't find it either. It has a specific name.
Yeah. Oh, I have Dax.
Ah,
I'll just-
yes.
Let's do that. Sorry, carry on as you were.
Okay, so
Uh,
what's the plan?
Yes. When I speak to him, and you speak to him, Vargos has an ego. You may need to inflate it.
Really?
Yes.
I never would have known.
As awful as it might be, it will make things easier.
That will be no problem.
Wonderful.
Perfect. Should we just make Togork invisible now?
For an hour?
We're making Togork invisible. That's the plan.
Yes, I think I'm going as dinner guest with Phaedra. Or is Phaedra
I
going
was
in
dinner
invisible as
guest?
well? Are you going
I was
invisible
also
as well?
gonna be invisible.
Okay, cool. I'm going as a dinner guest. Julian's going in as a servant, and you two are going to vanish.
Yes, but we'll be looking
Oh,
around
okay.
the house for Irina or anything.
Are you using a high-level spell slot to cast invisibility on both of you, or do I need to cast on one?
You can cast on Togork. I have a free use from my Shadow Touch feat.
Looking at this beautiful Macfjormid Sitten is why we couldn't find it by searching loot.
Yeah.
I will strum upon the. What even is a Macfjormid Sitten?
That's very fancy.
I think it's a tambourine.
No, it looks like a
Say-
loot. It's like
It's
a
just
loot.
a little loot.
Yeah.
It's a fancy loot.
Yeah, it's a loot that's it stands up. I think. Oh no, it's just a loot. Okay, it's just every picture of it is vertical, but when it's being played, it's horizontal. Yes, I shall strum a few notes on it, and at first it sounds a little out of tune, and then after a while I get a bit of a rhythm out, And Togok, you'll vanish. And I will say to you,
vanishes.
Togok, you are invisible. That means that people can't see you. If you attack somebody, then you will become. I was going to say or cast a spell, but then I realized that was just never going to happen. If you attack somebody, you will become visible again. Try not to do that.
Can you hear me when I talk?
Yes, which means you'll need to be quiet.
Well, what about my footsteps? Do they make noise?
That depends
Tread
how
lightly.
gently you walk.
I walk on my toes.
Like cartoon sneaking.
Yes.
Can't see it.
Perfect. Okay. So when you guys go in, Togark and I will just let ourselves in. And can I just station my raven at that attic window? And I'll just be peeking in there now and then, just keeping an eye on whatever's going on in there.
I'll look sort of slightly over
Yeah.
Phaedra's right-hand shoulder. This will work.
Yep.
Phaedra, I think this plan has a...
What's that?
I'm a dinner guest. Invisibility lasts an hour, and it's midday.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's not dinner yet. It's not
It's
time for dinner yet. Is
nowhere
that what
near
you're saying?
dinner.
You do know
No.
that there are people inside eating.
Oh,
There's
true.
already
Okay.
a table of people chowing down.
So I'll just be a guest for the pre-dinner drinks. Started pretty early.
Lunch guest.
I like
I
this.
like this plan.
Okay.
Oh, you meant to roll this? Sorry. Just realised this dice set has a D2. Or had a D2.
Oh no.
Wow.
Um,
You mean a coin?
no, it's like a horizontally thing. Or was. I don't know what it is anymore, or where it is for that matter.
My God.
I rolled
Okay.
it once and it vanished off the face of the earth.
It's gone. That was your one use of it.
I don't even know whether I got a 2 or a 1!
Nope, it's a single-use item.
Yes, but you usually get a use out of them before they disappear.
Okay. Any other questions that are pertinent?
What should we do if we
Definitely.
find
Tyler is learning from us. He now has to clarify only questions that are pertinent.
What should we do if we find Irina?
It was a 1.
Is a
Sorry, I found it.
As far as I know, the only threat here is Izek. He's got an infernal arm.
Oh.
And
Help.
I'm immune to fire, we learned.
As we learned, yes.
That is good to know. But if you
Izek.
can, save her, avoid him.
All right.
What is it?
Has a what kind of arm did she say?
Infernal.
Wow.
Phaedra.
It is barbed.
I didn't-
Fingers are elongated.
Cool.
Yes.
I didn't witness
Yes.
this, but you witnessed something.
Yes.
The man who did the thing to Julian, he have an infernal arm.
Oh, did he?
did not.
Nope.
Obviously,
So there's-
Iris doesn't know, but yeah,
I will share with you guys what happened up there and
Great.
why we should not go harass that man again. There's a powerful spellcaster up there and a man with an infernal arm to keep an eye out for.
Do you know who that spellcaster is?
That's a good question. Have you been in the attic at all, Esmeralda? Something's
I
going on
have-
up there.
I have not, but I know they do have a son named Victor.
Maybe this is Victor.
I have not
Wait.
seen him yet, though.
Who's Victor? We met it. We heard about it, Victor. Am I going crazy?
I don't remember Victor, sorry.
I could have sworn we heard about a Victor. Does Strahd have a family member named Victor?
Maybe. Let me control F my notes for Victor.
Alright, maybe I'm making this up. I could have sworn we got told about a Victor somewhere along the
No,
way.
sorry.
Okay.
So
I'll go back to
the
smashing.
son of the mayor?
Yes.
Okay, got it. You were...
And for those of
maybe a
you who are,
nefarious sorcerer.
for those of you that are trying to sneak in, there's also a back door if the front door is not optimal.
We'll just leave
We can just
space
walk in the
between-
door. We can just walk in when you guys walk in. We can just walk at the same time.
Esmeralda, might you introduce
Yeah.
me as a dinner guest?
Yes, of course. Is there anything you wish to be known for? You can really build yourself up here.
Pleasant dinner. I
Okay.
don't want to
Future
call too much
musician
attention.
of Castle of Strahd.
Hmm.
Don't say that.
Don't say
The
that.
one thing you should not say.
No, I wouldn't. No, I know some stories should I find the need, and if I must impress, the viol is my... But I'd rather not stand out or attract too much attention. So, or I can charm them.
Okay. Get it
Let's
started
do
then.
it.
She will go
Oh, yeah,
over.
one last thing.
Yes.
Mhm.
Pack me some food. Get me some food.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Sorry for another delay. Let's go.
You're invisible.
Oh, Yarg and Bonk.
Get
What
your own
should we
food.
tell them to do?
Yog.
Yes?
While my friends are going in, perhaps you might make yourself
Scarce.
a little less. It's probably best you're not seen.
Of course. I will escort Bonk to a distant location.
The tavern,
wait,
maybe?
but
Too
it's-
distant.
but-
We'd
but-
like to see you again, preferably in about an hour
Okay.
or 58 minutes at this point.
Okay. Yeah. And Bonk, can you make yourself invisible? You could come with me.
No. Beyond my, I can make sticky stuff.
He just makes nasty
Okay,
oil.
fine.
Can you make yourself somewhere else, like
Oh.
that way? And I will gesture towards the edge of the building. Not too far, Yog. We'll find you. Or you'll find us, I'm sure.
I will be nearby.
Excellent, thank you.
Infiltration.
He
Let's
would
do
make
it.
a great dinner guest with that.
Yeah, Yarg is cool. Skeletoni.
Alright, she will knock on the door. It will open almost immediately.
How long were they standing there?
The entire time.
He's been stood there with a
Uh-oh.
glass against the door the whole time.
I hope you didn't notice us casting invisibility.
They're just standing laughing, watching us through the window.
Whoa.
We have done nothing to disguise
Yes.
Julian, have we? As a servant.
Oh,
need to
he's a
disguise
nicely
myself.
dressed man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gorgeously dressed.
That's the problem. You're meant to be a servant.
No, you
Oh,
need
you're
to be
doing dinner guests
gorgeously
with me?
No. You need to be gorgeously dressed to serve in a house. That's fine.
Yeah, he's like a little
I
butler,
like
you
that
know?
logic. I like that logic. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like Jeffrey.
Besides, where I'm gonna get spare clothes from.
True.
There are creepy
Vargos.
dogs in here.
I have brought an additional servant to fill the needs of the house. I have brought another dinner guest as well. And the other two are out searching the city for questioning to learn a bit more about the disappearances. I hope that is all right. Then she kind of like puts that smile on her face. Well,
I'll
we
sort of,
do need the help.
as she's saying that, I'll sort of lean past. Eris, a pleasure to meet you. You have a fabulous home. Hear that you throw the best at parties. I am gasping. Point me in the right direction. And I'll sort of just idle by if he'll let.
Oh, of course, of course. Make yourself at home. Revel in my establishment. Down the hall, first door to the left.
Wonderful, thank you so much. Look forward to enjoying an evening with you. I will take note of the guy who looks like Spock. And his dogs.
Right away,
He's scary.
there's a man with two dogs sitting on a set of stairs, and the man you immediately notice is the one that she mentioned with the arm.
I had a
Oh,
feeling
is that
he looks
him?
Intimidating.
Because he's got like an iron
is-
face. I think that was what you should have started with. Get the infernal
That is
arm.
nice.
His face is made of metal.
No, he's just shiny.
I shall look
He's
to
oily like me.
Good day. Eris, a pleasure, I'm sure. Carry on as if he didn't exist.
Phaedra and Tugwork, give me a stealth check with advantage.
Oh boy.
you slip your way in.
Now's the time. Don't worry, Togurk, you're good at stealth. Hey. Wow,
Ooh.
my roommate's laughing it up. I got a
Ooh.
17 with advantage.
That is
Wow,
very
totally.
good.
I found a nun.
A
Oh,
nunnery?
Yeah, I opened the
the
door
room
and
with
there's
all the
just
ladies.
5 identically dressed women all
Ah,
sat around the
yes.
table in prayer with their heads
You
with
know
their
it's not
headscarves up.
Yeah, that's the party.
I come in and everybody's just like, "What are you doing here?" They're singing this strange
yes.
song.
Yes. You enter the dining room.
Oh,
It is very well lit. A chandelier of wrought iron with wax candles hangs above a polished wooden dining table. Around the table, there are 8 women of various ages in comfortable high-backed chairs. They wear faded clothes, drink tea, and devour cake. And there's a 9th woman, very well dressed and very pleased with herself, that circles the table and talks excitedly about decorations and the impending festival. She is almost cackling at some point.
lost a woman. There are 7 and 8th here. Yeah, the 9th has been lost. She's gone.
Yes.
She's gone to the bathroom.
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone forever.
I shall, ladies. Sorry to interrupt, or am I? In fact, I'm quite pleased for myself to have. I pray I have not caused you distress. Is this a female-only event, or might I join you for?
Oh, of course not. I just prefer the company of women. They tend to find the elegance in things, but I can see you do as well.
Visit with elegance and with women. And
She laughs so loud, it is
She
very uncomfortable.
only a small joke.
She's not embarrassed about it at all.
Good. I here and I'll look to the lady to the left and pass the wine.
Yes, yes. She's kind of just like stuffing her face, and you notice that everyone else at this table are basically like kind of just the lowest of the low of the town. It looks like they are just here for the food.
Thanks.
It's definitely the poor.
I shall look to the left and sort of with my best court manners take the glass and almost sort of reach down and take her hand gently. Thank you ever so much. I'm Eris, and you are?
She has a mouthful of cake, and the hand that you took just smears frosting
Okay.
across your palm.
Any attention.
It's a wonderful. The cake is good.
Is it? Wonderful. I'm sure.
Then she kind of slides some over to you.
Thank you ever so much. Ma'am, you were talking about the upcoming festivities. I'd love to hear more. And with that, I'll sort of just sit back and relax, and then just vaguely, as with a large gesture, just move my arm out like this, just to see if Togork has left from right behind me, which is where he was for half of that journey. To feel this bugbear on my back.
He's just breathing on you all heavy.
Exactly, right? As long as Togork isn't there, I will literally just sit there and listen to her and make her feel like she's the most interesting woman on earth.
Oh, beautiful.
I've sapped up to some awful some awful news. As the door opens, I will also let out a very loud and inappropriate laugh. Oh, you're so amusing. I'll sort of look past her at the door and give a sort of eyebrow to Togork, and then carry
Give me a
on.
performance check.
Oh, I will. It's a 15
I did
on
not
the...
know that door led to that room.
It's a 15 on the dice for a 24.
Wow, amazing.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah. Oh dear. That was classic. Like such great moment. I'll just take Togork's not here. Hello.
Yep.
But yes, he's
pop
not
back
there.
in. Okay.
What are you guys doing?
I'm waiting for Esmeralda and this guy to leave this hallway. And also, I want to see where they go with Julian. But also I want to see if this guy does it look like this guy is guarding the stairs with these dogs, or is he just like hanging out there?
It doesn't look like he's trying to do it on purpose. but give me an insight check.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was a nat 20. Cool.
Okay.
Squandered.
As you make your way into that hallway, and you see the dogs, they're kind of like sniffing the air
Uh-oh.
a little bit, like there are new scents in the house.
Yes, nothing unusual.
And you do notice that he is kind of keeping an eye on things. He's definitely very guarding of something.
Yeah. Well, okay. I was just looking around this hallway a bit, and yeah, seeing what this group is gonna do over here. Before, I mean, we peeked into this room and Togard was going crazy on the food.
Togar ate some food in that room. Just saying.
He was rolling around all over the table.
He was.
Yes, Vargos will talk to Esmeralda and you, Julian. Well, I suppose 2 gone, 2 replaced. It is very simple. All you need to do is take care of what needs to be done. Your quarters are the second door to the right down the hallway. But get familiar with the home. That was not difficult.
Thank you. It'd be an honor to serve you in your house.
This little lad voice.
I've never came across someone so eager. That is delightful.
Oh well,
A smile on my face.
you've got a gorgeous house here. I'll just have a look around and get to it, yeah?
Of course. He will just walk away.
I'll step in here, just looking at the fineries, like, crikey!
Why you turned to Australian?
God, blimey!
Oh shoot!
Yes. In that room, Julian, there's a fine array of furnishings and tapestries, just kind of strewn about, all of which has a very feminine touch.
Whoa.
Kind of looks like a meeting room.
Really outdone it here, and then looking around, seeing that I closed the door behind me. Just, an act. It's just an act.
Which store did you go into, Julian? I totally missed that.
You'll never know.
I guess not. I'm just gonna close the doors.
It was the second door.
After coming in here and kind of composing myself, like Julian doesn't really like lying, but he knows that like part of his monk training would have been like diplomacy and all of that stuff. So he knows that at some point he would have been trained to take on like personas and stuff like that. But because he's not actually been formally trained, he's like a little bit nervous about how this is gonna go. So he's just taking a moment to calm himself. And he will come back out.
Okay. Esmeralda will kind of just be very mindful of you. Julian, was it?
Yeah.
Just relax. Stay calm.
I couldn't be more relaxed if I tried.
Perhaps we should take this down the hall a little bit.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'll whisper. Julian, I don't know why. Julian, can you pick locks by any chance?
I can sure try.
Oh no, it's okay. What kind of check is that? There's a locked door right here that Phaedra's messing with as you guys are walking away. But
I'll just look to this guy. Just be
yeah.
like, do you know where the bug is?
Ginger, you
The
have to
what?
move.
The bug, you know, where you go to have a piddle.
Oh wow.
Oh God.
Oh
You
No.
born in a sewer.
wow.
Well,
Rude.
servants gotta go, just like anyone else.
What land are you from?
Well, just from down the way.
Damn.
You are entertaining, to say the least.
Well,
I
thanks.
suppose.
Oh boy.
I do tries my best.
Oh, that accent's going to get very annoying.
So, is it down this way?
Yeah, answer the question.
It gives you a shrug and just kind of like, just go do your duties.
All right.
Whoever
Well,
needs
I've been told to clean. Can I go up those stairs?
At a later date.
Later.
Is there a date you've got in mind? A Tuesday? No.
Are you
All right.
all right? Because I feel like you're not taking the hint. There are some
Hint?
things
I wasn't
that
flirting or nothing. Well, I'll be off.
there are some things that have recently came up. This area does not need to be cleaned.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
And what is it exactly that's come up?
Wow.
If I was going to tell you, I would have told you.
Oh. I thought you were one of those people that like the back and forth.
No,
No. All right.
there are plenty in the dining room. If you want that.
Not allowed in there yet. I need to get the lay of the land first. All right. Well, ta.
Been nice talking to you.
Ta-ta.
Just start walking down the corridor.
Okay.
Kind of like a huge sigh of relief as I turn the corner, and be like, oh, Lord have mercy. I should have stayed at the academy.
Good god.
I will turn to the lady. Ma'am, your husband joined.
I don't have a husband.
Is she not
If
the lady
you're-
that now?
Oh, are you talking to the one that's like walking
yes,
around?
Yes.
Yes. No. Usually he does not join us for these kinds of things.
Oh, goodness me. And with that, I will literally just stand up. I'm so sorry. I came to dine with gentleman, the mayor. I thought this was the correct room.
You know, it is not often that he has company. That might be good for him. Just the room,
Perfect.
straight across the hall.
Thank
This
you.
is study.
That's just opposite through Julian.
Hey,
Julian,
everybody.
yes.
Is it the same
He's gonna
man?
bump into each other.
Fantastic. I just look at Julian like, excuse me. Nice to be
Oh,
here.
pardon me.
I
Don't
give
mean to
him
get in your way.
I give him the strangest of look, and I'll just like as I'm walking past, I'll point at him and whisper under my breath, sending a message. That accent's terrible. And just carry on through.
After you, sir.
Thank you ever so much.
If you need the bog, ask someone else. They've not told me.
I seek no marshes.
Person.
I seek no marshes or swamps here. Thank you. And with that, I shall
Apologies.
tap upon the door.
Yeah. Come in.
Ah, good eve.
Oh, hello.
I'll kind of quite firmly shut the door behind me.
How rude! Togok was
Oh, sorry, Togok! I was just trying to keep
Slammed
Julian
it in
out.
Togok's face.
I will. Okay, so I'll go in. I'll step like a little bit like towards him, or perhaps the other way. I'll go the other way a little bit, so, like step away from him, and then I'll wait like a couple of seconds after saying good eve, and then I'll shut the door. So sorry, when I spoke to Esmeralda, she said I would be dining with. Yeah, with yourself. I hadn't come to visit your lady wife, fond of it as I'm sure she is.
As you walk into this room, it is filled with pipe smoke.
Whoa.
That is kind of just all he does in here. And the window is shut.
Oh no.
Yes, it is not often that people come to see me. That is delightful.
Why on earth not? You are the most important man for quite a long way, you know.
That is a good question. I bring this entire town happiness. I keep Strahd's clutches at bay. Yet no one comes to visit their beloved mayor. It is a shame.
And I hear that got more problems on your plate than before. Even more problems. Recent troubles.
Recent troubles?
Esmeralda mentioned you lost servants. You've managed to replace them this evening. That's awful. What an inconvenience.
I don't go spreading that around. I don't want people to know about inconveniences.
Oh, goodness me, no. My tongue does not. No
But
discretion when it's
strange.
necessary.
My servants do not leave this house. So for them to just up and disappear overnight is insanity.
Sure, you treat them ever so well. Why on earth would they leave such a generous...
That's a
Must be
good
something
question.
nefarious. Someone stole them.
Yes. Oh.
Were they good servants? Were they excellent? Unique?
Well, they were very normal.
Oh. Feel such a person.
Yes. People listen when you feed them and give them shelter.
Perhaps not stolen for their abilities, but spite you.
Oh. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? But why? What have I done?
Some people are just jealous of
Yes, I can see that quite clearly. But it is hard work, you know.
I'm
Keeping the peace. Sometimes it requires an iron hand, and sometimes a flaming one for my sake.
Oh, the
Yes.
gentleman back by the door. Sorry, I've met.
Yes.
That would help.
His
him
entire
not
arm
dis-
was replaced.
Oh,
No clue how that happened.
it's a little distasteful, but I suppose if it's still effective. Oh, with the metal leg. I think they could just hold on
Yes.
to their limbs. Quite unsightly.
That is quite the coincidence, actually. Now that you mention it.
They are your only... Sorry, is Isaac a servant of yours, or merely somebody who's...
No. I use him as an enforcer.
Ah,
He does what he wishes, and I give him free reign of the town. He is one of two people who I do not enforce the laws on.
beg pardon, but you've made a man curious. If one is Isaac, the other be.
Oh, I am the other one.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant two
course.
others, of course. Well, why enforce such laws upon you? Good and upstanding citizen anyway. So, you wouldn't think Isaac would have anything to do with your dearest?
Oh, no. If he wanted to slay anyone, he is free reign of the town.
You must be curious.
Hmm.
Man who has such excellent control over his land and city must... Well, discipline starts in one's own household. Not just have people upping and disappearing. It's...
No. This household has been under a little stress as of late. My son Victor, he had a date that came a few days ago. It didn't go quite as planned. She left on all fours, pretending to be a cat. It was
Excuse me?
odd.
That's quite the leaving excuse, or perhaps your son is...
Yes, and there is no other of nobility of the opposite gender in this town, so I must seek someone else. In one of the only ones left. I've heard Barovia is not exactly up and standing.
Hardly dating
At the moment?
paradise.
No.
Your son... Must be somebody of the...
Yes. Well, he is my son,
most
and he is...
Of course, you will need an heir,
Right?
of course, of course.
Of course, I know.
Of course, you would need an heir. Well, family line and all. You made mention of your son, but...
Ah, Victor. He has been keeping himself up in the attic for a few weeks now.
Perhaps he needs someone to lighten his spirit.
Oh, he's not very sociable, unfortunately.
I'd like to meet him. Well, perhaps you'd like somebody to look into these disappearances quietly. Right.
That was what Esmeralda was doing.
Well, it's taking her some time, is it? Me.
He has been
Doesn't matter.
here for a day, but the more people, the sooner it gets done, the sooner it gets finished.
I'll have a solution for you within the hour.
Oh,
Provided, of course, I'm okay to look around and ask some questions.
well, of course.
Thank you. The servants, did they have access?
They have access to the first floor and the second floor. Victor does not like when people go into the attic. Although it does probably need cleaned and worth investigating.
Is it likely that if somebody was to they might seriously
I've not known him to be the violent type.
or perhaps just some relocation? Best I ask a couple of questions? I have a discerning eye.
Nice. At your own risk.
So much. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I will leave and just sort of as I need schmuck. I'll turn to Julian and you seem to have a knack of being directly in front of me.
Well, I was hoping to go into the room directly in front of
Oh, okay, right. I'll leave you to get to that. You're waiting for me to finish the roleplay before you continue. You're not just standing there to block the next doorway.
No.
Cool. I'll leave you to it.
Oh.
Sure. So I would like to go in this room and seeing all of these identical people.
It's the
Like-
party.
Yeah, it's like, cool. What a bunch of fine ladies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just, a cleaner.
Well, I do love your accent. It is wonderful.
Oh, thanks. I just from down the way.
Every time you talk, she kind of like giggles to herself, and then you see her do this like kind of twitch with her neck, where her head almost goes completely to the side. It is a little terrifying.
Well, you lovely ladies, carry on. I'm just, like I said, cleaning about. I've somehow, I think, picked up a duster maybe on my way, and I'm just very not really paying attention to what I'm dusting, just circling the room really.
Getting dust all in their food.
Yeah. Oh, just missed a spot right here, right on the cutlery.
The great servant.
Oh, excuse me, love. There we go. So, what is this party for, anyways? I hope you don't mind a poor boy prying.
Well, we have one of these every day, every night.
God.
People love being here.
Oh,
Parties.
goodness. Is it always the same people?
Oh no, I have plenty of friends.
Ah,
They rush to the door.
wow. I don't... you've got, what is that? 8 people in this room? Don't think I even know 8 people. Let alone
what-
like them enough to come to the house.
Well, now you know 8 people. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Oh, the boys will be so jealous of me later when I'm down the tavern telling them about this shindig. 8 people. Oh. Well, I'll leave you to it. Don't you go choking on that chicken bone, you, and I'll wink at the one at the end of the table.
All right.
And then I'll just slip out and close the door.
Psst, Julian.
You what?
I'll just walk over to Julian and whisper to him. We're going to investigate upstairs. The guy with the arm is, he's moved.
Oh, sounds good. I'll just probably walk into Phaedra on my way over.
Oh.
Excuse me.
He's
Is Julian just talking out loud to no one?
Yeah. Yeah,
who's this,
pretty much.
Who's this crazy guy talking to?
He's
Julian
selling
going upstairs?
the bit.
Yeah.
If Julian goes upstairs, I will just wait. I don't want to coincide with that situation.
I'm going up there with it.
Oh
Good
no.
luck.
Okay.
Ow!
The staircase.
Following Phaedra.
Yeah. Just stepped on Eris's toe.
It climbs
Sorry, I
about
thought
20
you were
feet.
invisible.
You go.
Yeah, it climbs about 20 feet, and you see that there is a very appointed gallery all the way up the stairs. All of the same 3 people.
Oh.
Just over and over and over again, like they have been painted. Just over and over again. Running
In
the entire
same
length of this
pose and the same outfit, just like the
Same
exact same
pose.
painting. That's
same outfit.
that's fun.
And then there are framed landscape paintings that line the walls, and red silk drapes that cover the 10-foot hall. And there's a big, large archway at the very top of the steps before it does a U-turn and continues upwards.
Oh my goodness.
As you get to right there, Julian, you can look up, and behind you, and over the railing, you see Isaac,
Uh-oh.
and he sees you.
Oh no.
So I guess today's Tuesday, yeah?
I have no idea.
Well, you said I could find my way around as soon as you moved. You've moved, so
If you are that insistent,
not
do what you
really.
wish.
I just like to get the lay of the land. It's what the boss said.
Mhm.
He's the one that pays the money.
Do as you wish.
Thanks. Do you know there's 8 people downstairs in one room? It's so shocking I've lost my voice.
I'll turn to Esmeralda and like the party's moving upstairs.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Do you think we should stay together?
Goodness
Split
me.
up?
Head wherever you think is best, but be at least 12 foot away.
Okay.
Only going to struggle to keep myself out of trouble.
I do know of a stairwell on the opposite side.
No, the Burgermeister has given me the run of the house.
No? Okay.
Good luck. That I will take a step into the unknown. Head upstairs.
There you go.
Join us, won't you?
Well, what do I also see? I just disappeared.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There we go. Cool. No, I found it.
There's a big light thing.
Yeah.
There's also a wall that you can't get through.
I will.
There you go.
Yes. I will look around. You mentioned that he's visible.
Another.
Isaac?
Yes, Isaac is right here. Let me move you guys up again. Oh,
Challenging.
yes it is.
That's fun.
There you go.
Side
Let's
quest
not use those
complete.
stairs again.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll head around the corner and you must be Isaac. The Burgermeister mentioned you.
Pardon me, just passing through.
You are pardoned, I'm sure. I'll look to Isaac, a new servant.
Yes. Probably not going to last very long.
Oh, I can't imagine why. You mentioned you were a most efficient enforcer. Household.
Yes.
Asked me to very discreetly.
Yes. I will tell you that I have nothing to do with them.
No, I'm sure. He mentioned us. He said the same. That being said, does he appear to be lying? He appear to be.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, and I'll sort of look at him as I'm saying that. And, that being said, did you notice anything amiss, anything awry during the time of the disappearances? Being the enforcer, I'm sure you know the times and dates quite. 22 on the.
Oh. Yeah, with a 22, you can see that he is kind of uncaring. He's being... It doesn't seem like he's getting defensive about anything. He seems truthful. But you see kind of like these flames kind of lick up one of his arms. The infernal one. As he's kind of just like tapping the railing.
Doesn't hurt you.
No, I do not even feel it.
So, did you notice anything strange around the time? During this moment, I just like to really strain my ears between the gaps in the conversation to see if I can hear footsteps in my close vicinity. I'm basically just trying to keep his attention so that Togok and Phaedra can head that way without getting noticed.
Yes,
Yeah.
I waited, especially when Julian was passing and he was distracted,
Okay,
to slip by.
Yes,
Fantastic.
they have slipped by. Julian, you're in a library.
Cool.
As I've entered, I just see books around, but cool. I don't even think I've seen this many trees. Is there anything interesting that's on this desk?
Yeah, as far as the books are concerned, nothing that looks particularly valuable.
Mm-hmm.
But you do notice that the desk has 3 drawers. All 3 of them are locked.
Oh.
Oh.
I will close this door. Unknowingly looking Phaedra.
Phaedra will open the door and leave immediately,
Oh,
and
no.
then close it again.
And I will open the first drawer.
Okay.
This is actually a bad
It is locked.
way to be.
Bastard. I'll
They
open
were
the
all
second
locked.
drawer.
They were all locked.
It is locked.
And the third.
It is
Do
also
you want
locked.
a crowbar?
Um,
Doesn't someone have mending? You could fix the desk after you break it.
yeah, but it makes sound.
I
by
don't have mending
breaking.
anyways.
Yeah, I have no way of opening this unless there's a handy key on top of the desk.
Perhaps.
You don't see a key, but while you're kind of like looking around and specifically at the lock, there doesn't appear to be a keyhole, but kind of like an indentation of a ring.
Ooh. Okay. I've got nothing for that. Unless there happens to be a ring on the desk.
Remembering, you do know that the burgomaster had a few rings on him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's fine. Are there any books around here that look like maybe the secret entrance to a room if I pulled it from its shelf?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I'd
Or
love
investigation would probably be better.
Oh, really? You don't want to stick with perception?
No.
Bastard. Okay, that's an 18.
Wowzers.
Okay. 1 second. Doo-doo-doo.
Just call me Shaggy, because I'm gonna solve this bitch.
Is Shaggy usually the one who solves it? I haven't watched Scooby-Doo in a long
I'm sure
time.
he's solved at least one.
Yeah, he solved a few, but he's no Velma.
No, that's true.
The book that you pull out is about the the Church of Saint Markovia, which is actually here in town,
Oh.
and about how a saint's bones are buried there, which allows this town to be on hallowed ground.
Whoa,
So
cool.
that's the protection. Interesting.
That is.
So maybe the man knows this and he's just using the whole smile thing to keep control of everyone. Interesting. Okay. I will leave.
As Togok brushes my shirt and pokes me and is tugging me, I'll sort of lean over, and I've asked him 3 times if he noticed anything during the time of the disappearance, but each time we've been interrupted by something spectacular. Has he noticed anything strange during the time of the disappearance?
The only thing that I have noticed is that Victor has not came out of his room.
Yes, the master did mention I should visit his son, and as I say that, I will sort of lean a little closer, and now feeling Togo behind me, I'll just say, you mentioned the flames don't hurt you. They hurt others to turn.
Oh, of course.
I can see advantages and I'll sort of rate him disadvantage.
Ooh.
That being said, I must go question the young man of the household. Any advice to dealing with Victor?
He is stubborn, and he prefers to be alone. So, good luck.
Thank you. Keep your company. Investigation must continue. Good eve. I'll continue down the hallway. And then I'll point my finger straight down the corridor, so in that direction. Then I'll go point in another direction.
No response.
Go for this direction.
I'm gonna quickly go, and I'm gonna poke you. I'm gonna poke you from down the hallway. And I'm gonna tell you to follow.
God, it's dusty up here. I should really get the servants cleaning. Keep going. It's really narrow here. Further. Good thing. And I will open the door.
I'm gonna motion to the last door, knowing,
okay.
not remembering that you can't see me.
Is this the last door? Is where I was trying to go? Okay.
Yes.
I'm not Julian. I'm not Julian.
Yes.
Walk
In this
room
room.
with the lady who.
Awkwardly, the door opens in front of me as I'm standing there, both arms by my side. No. Oh, good evening.
Chained to the back wall of this
Uh-oh.
otherwise empty
Also
closet
good evening.
is a badly beaten man wearing nothing but a loincloth.
Oh,
The iron
no.
shackles have cut into his hands and wrists, causing blood to trickle down his hands.
I will step in and close the
break
door
the chain?
firmly behind me.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke you so you know I'm there.
Yes, that's really quite irritating. I'll say to my left, and I'll look at the man and okay. Well, clearly not. That's a stupid question in a moment. Why are you locked up in here?
There's no response.
Uh-oh.
I shall
Is he like
put my
alive?
hand to
Are
his
his
throat,
eyes open?
feel for a pulse, ascertain whether he is capable of being alive.
Yeah.
I was to give him.
As you go to check his pulse, there's not one.
Oh no.
And as you pull your fingers back, there's blood.
I am just going to tilt his chin up slightly and just look at both sides of his neck. Any bite marks?
There is no bite marks, but you do see a searing like handprint just kind of across his neck.
Nice axe. It's a shame that his token was disguised as a female. We thought we'd found our mark.
I know.
I'll move on down the corridor, this time opening the doors. Is that Julian? Yes. I'll open the door, just close it instantly. And head down, open this door. Is there anyone in there? Nope. I'm just looking for people. This door on my right is locked, correct?
Yes, that door is locked.
I shall head back to Isaac and... the stairs, the corridor, to the right. The doors is locked. Where it leads?
Yes, that is my room.
Oh, apologies.
Oh.
No need to investigate.
No, of course.
Nope.
Is there a need to investigate? Do I think there's a need to investigate? Is he being defensive
Are you
now?
asking him?
Is he being defensive now? I sort of look and, no, though. In being thorough, perhaps you might escort me for a quick glance. After I've checked everywhere else, of course.
Give me a new insight check.
A what?
Insight.
Oh, a new insight check. Sorry, I thought you asked for a nude one. I was like, is that without a modifier? That's a 19.
Okay. He doesn't seem very defensive. He seems a little uncaring.
Mm-hmm. Yep, cool.
There's not a lot of emotion behind his eyes.
Well, no, he's made of metal. I'll say to him, after I've checked everywhere else, of course, but just in the sort of being thorough, but hopefully the investigation turns up answers long before that's necessary.
Do what you need to.
I'll walk into Phaedra.
Ugh.
Can I try and pick the lock?
Catch my breath.
Yeah, Togor, if you wanna, what are you picking the lock with?
I have thieves' tools.
Oh,
Where did you get that?
I just looked at my character sheet under tools. I have thieves' tools. I guess I picked them when I started.
Oh, you have proficiency,
I don't know.
not
I don't
you
remember
don't
how I
mean you
got
have them on you. Or do you mean you have them on you?
Under tools on my character sheet, it just says thieves' tools.
Yes, but do you have any thieves' tools?
That's funny.
That's a good question.
How long have you been proficient? There's another locked door
What are you picking the door with? My proficiency!
Do you
no, I
need,
don't
like-
have to. Never mind, I don't have any.
Oh no. No, I don't think I have any.
Phaedra, give me a new stealth
A
check.
long fingernail?
Ew. Yeah, I'm trying to walk past I'm trying to walk past tailing right by Eris, so I'm hoping that the dog does not, But I will roll a new stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, that's only a 16.
Okay.
Which
16 is still pretty good.
It's okay.
It is good enough.
Yeah.
Does not seem to notice you as it kind of just passes by.
Great. I'm just tailing right behind you.
I'm literally opening doors, and if I don't see people, just closing them again. Wait, is there a second door in there?
There is one thing to note in that room, actually.
Okay.
Let me...
I really am like, person? No.
That is just a bathroom.
Okay.
Ignore what I said.
In this one? Is that a person?
Yes. That is not a person.
That's like a mannequin.
That is a mannequin with a bridal gown on it.
Ooh.
That looks very, very expensive.
Eris pays
And then to the right of it,
attention to...
kind of on this, what's the word for it? Vanity.
Yeah.
But there's a mirror. And as you're kind of just passing by it, you swear you see something else just pass by at the same time. And you hear these little whispers come from it.
Phaedra?
Mhm. Oh, Phaedra was looking at the beautiful dress, but she will come over.
Oh, I thought it was you I heard and or saw in the mirror.
Oh.
Take a look in the mirror. Not too long a look.
Yeah, I'll take a peek at that.
Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh, okay.
As I say that,
Oh.
take a look in the mirror. Never mind. Interest spent
It's
out
okay.
by bardics.
I got a 25.
Ooh.
What a guide.
Phaedra. Swapped out bardic inspiration for guidance, or you just
No,
you
no,
just
I
have
thought
it
I had
all?
guidance as well because I get a cleric cantrip, but it's specifically Sacred Flame. I don't know why. Might be an astronaut thing.
Oh yeah, I
Phaedra.
think so.
With such a high roll, you immediately notice that along the edges of this mirror, there is arcane symbols carved into it. And just as soon as you see those, you know exactly what it is.
Uh-oh.
It is a magic mirror, where if you say a certain phrase in front of it, because you rolled so high, you just know it, you can summon forth a spectral assassin. And then you say a name, and that spectral assassin will just go out and kill that target.
Wow. See?
It is definitely not used by nice people.
Wow. I'm just gonna creep forward and whisper all this information into Eris's ear.
Do you want to take it? Destroy it?
Oh, it's like on a vanity, right? I don't think we can carry it. I
Have a
don't
bag
suppose
that you're keeping a whole person.
he's smaller than a vanity.
We don't need to take the unit, just the mirror.
I think that might break it.
Oh, is it attached to the
or
mirror?
something?
Is it attached to the vanity?
Yeah, it's definitely attached to the vanity.
I thought so. I'm not really sure what the American vanity is, but here I was thinking of like a dressing table with like a mirror on the top. You mean this is like part of the? It's all one thing.
Yeah,
It's the same
like
thing, but it's connected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could you? It without. What I look like I'm talking to myself.
I'll close the door. What if?
That
Do you
wasn't
think
creepy in the
something-
slightest. Carry on. I thought Phaedra was right in front of me, and the door just closes over there. It's like.
You don't think something like this would work on Strahd, do you?
No.
What about?
The spectral
His
assassin was
brother.
sent off to us, Phaedra, when I didn't exist. Yet I can't tell you that story.
Is that true?
No. It was sent off to you with Dax, but I wasn't there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you beat it up, and you're not Strahd. I just sort of. It's a nasty tool, but I don't think it's that powerful. Anyway, moving on. I open the door, find the bog.
The bog.
Open the next door. Step in.
Ooh.
Any people? Nope.
It appears to be a bedroom, but you do notice that on the ceiling there's a trapdoor that would lead into the attic.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know how you're gonna this one. And then I will knock loudly on the ceiling, on the trapdoor.
There's a boom, boom, boom. There is no response.
Coming up! I will open the trapdoor.
Okay. You open it. A ladder kind of slowly swings down, and you can climb up it.
Yeah.
Let's go, Phaedra.
Do-do.
And I will do so.
I do that.
Okay. Da-da-da-da.
I will once again knock on the door.
Okay. There is no response.
Wow.
Coming in.
Okay.
Shit.
Inside, there's an attic full of old, forgotten things. Draped in white
Oh
sheets,
my god.
piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, and old furnishings covered with cobwebs and dust. You see a clear footpath through the maze.
This is like Phaedra's house.
Brush my... Try and step in the least dusty spaces, and I will pick my way across the footsteps.
Okay.
I pay no attention to clutter. I knock loudly
I
on
do.
the door. I'm sure you do. I will knock loudly on the door.
One second. Yeah. You will hear footsteps begin making its way over. There's a large clank sound as the door unlocks, and it is opened. In front of you, there's about a 19 to 20-year-old man with slicked back black hair with kind of this white line that goes through on both sides that ends in a ponytail. He says, "Yes,
Good evening. ever so sorry to.
Are you
Would
the
you
new
like-
servant?
Yeah.
Then I have no need for you.
I am here on behalf of your father. He bid me ask you a few.
Oh.
I will take
What are
very
his
little of your
questions?
time. I am ever so sorry. I know that what you're doing up here must be important. As I'm
Very.
saying this, I do sort of glance over his shoulder. Do I have any idea what's going on behind?
Give me a perception check first.
Cool. 12 on the dice.
As it is a
It's
mess.
a 20.
Okay. There's a lot going on in the room. With your 20, you notice that immediately to the right. Give me an Arcana check too. Actually.
Oh, 17 on the dice. 4. 22.
Okay. Immediately to the right, there's a circular rug with 2 skeletal cats kind of resting on it.
Aw.
And with your perception and your Arcana check, you can see a glyph of warding is just underneath of it. Sitting on all of the tables that are around the room is just various things, crystals, bones, different concoctions. And then at the far back left corner, there are 3 mannequins that are just facing the wall. And just behind them, in this open area, behind a desk, there is a circular pattern where things are placed in certain spots. And at the very center, there are 2 piles of ash.
Hmm.
Your father asks if... He mentions you've been up here a little while, and if you intend to come down anytime soon.
No,
No, he
I
has...
do not to ever.
I don't blame you. Certainly doing a lot more interesting things up here than... Yes. I am investigating the disappearance of 2 very inconsequential servants. I would just like to put a tick on the box. Any idea? Has anybody been stupid enough to interrupt your work over the last few weeks?
No. The last person I had up here was that woman.
Ah, she left thinking she was a cat.
Yes, it was quite
Excellent
funny.
solution to an irritable problem, I'm sure. I don't suppose you remember her name, do you?
No,
I don't blame you.
I'm sure I was supposed to.
Oh, no.
Never mind, I'm sure it doesn't matter in the slightest. Your father did mention the lack of interesting dating prospects in Barovia as a whole, really. I did arrive with a rather fabulous woman. She was beautiful, about 6'2", long, dark, auburn hair, fabulous, deep smile. Some magic about her as well, a sorcerer of power. We parted ways back at the Barovia village, but would you be interested in meeting her? Has a passion for arts arcane.
Maybe at a later date.
Of course.
I think I have things situated up here, and I do not plan on being here for much longer.
No, and on that note, Master. Fabulous work. Witnessed a few in my time before Barovia. I don't suppose by any chance it might get one out of...
Well, you seem to know a lot.
A little.
There are a few ways to leave these myths. No one has been successful, but no one has tried.
First of all, I'd like to see if he's lying about no one has tried, because I'm going to gesture towards the 2 piles of ash. They, no unsuccessful experiments with it yet.
Give me an insight check.
My favourite. I knew I took expertise in this for a reason. I rolled a 6!
Uh-oh.
Which is
that's-
No problem. A 14?
Do I have a way of making it better? I'm not asking you, really asking you. I'm asking myself, do I have a way of making it better? No, I don't.
Okay. He doesn't seem upset about anything. And he will kind of just mention, there are some of these cats here that did not make the transformation.
no.
Oh,
If that makes things less grim for you.
Oh, nothing. Rim. It's fascinating. Wonderfully fascinating. Oh, paint of art. Transformation use. These are creations?
Yes. It is... company.
Far better company than you'll find downstairs, I'm sure.
Yes. They talk too much.
They beginners.
Cats.
Oh. Of course. Stupid of me. I don't know. You never know if he might have turned a person. He literally made her think she was a cat. I thought maybe the servant is now a cat.
Maybe so.
Just a final question. I'm so sorry I've taken so much of your time, although your fascination with your work is a great distraction. There was a woman who came by not so long ago. Not the lady who left us. Another one went by the name of Irene, and I'll give him a brief description. I'm assuming we have a description about it.
Yeah. I haven't heard that name, and I've been in this attic for a few weeks now, so the recent events elude me. But when you mentioned that appearance, I don't think it's exactly what you're looking for, but Isaac has a lot of dolls made in a very similar appearance once a day.
What?
Oh, fascinating.
That look exactly like you are describing.
Oh, thank you so much, Victor. It's been a joy and a pleasure, and your work is... I have a friend called Phaedra who would truly remark arcane arts that you are up to, and I sort of raise my voice as I'm saying this, just in case Phaedra wants to try and slip through, and I'll sort of gesture vastly, as if to say, wonderful. I have no idea if you want to go in there or not, but if you do, it's your chance.
No, I'm scared of being trapped in there with him.
I do not blame you in the slightest.
Fair.
I won't disturb you any further, Victor, and I will let your father know that you'll be most busy for the coming weeks, and you'd really rather not be disturbed.
I appreciate that.
Should your experiments not succeed, you wish to meet a particularly interesting woman, the village of Barovia. Or however long it takes you. Good evening.
Good luck.
Step back.
Come on. Oh my gosh. Move there.
Pedro, you there? I walk away.
Oh. Yes. Sorry.
I don't know how long we've got left on that spell. I don't know how long I've got left on this spell.
Yeah.
It's only been like maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, great.
At most.
Yeah.
I think
I think we need Isaac's room. He has dolls of Irene.
Okay.
He might let me in if I ask the right way, or we can try and pick the lock.
Let's go see then.
Good.
Yeah, I'm still here trying to pick it with my non-thief tools.
I didn't realize that.
I have a crowbar in hand.
Okay, I'd like to see if we can go down and somehow manage to get Julian into the same corridor as Isaac's room without being in front of the door so that Isaac can't see him, and then get Isaac to show me into his room, and then if we need to fight, Julian and Tobok would be nearby. That makes sense?
Well, I'm trying to investigate
so.
rooms.
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, you go ahead and investigate every room.
Tobok's
At that point,
already trying to pick the room while you guys are doing all that.
yeah, so that's the end
with the
goal
crowbar,
for
but-
that's the end goal for me. But if they want to do all the things first, after we've crossed off every other box, I think we should party up at Isaac's door.
Julian, in this room, there doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary. Just kind of sifting through. But this does appear to be kind of the bedroom of what you can guess isn't the master bedroom, so it is probably Victor's.
Okay.
Oh.
Everything seems clean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there anything interest in looking on this set of drawers?
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Yes. That is a 17.
17. Good. Nothing in the drawers themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Everything on top is very stacked and neatly organized, and you put everything back roughly the way it was.
Yep.
But underneath of the dresser, almost not necessarily taped to the bottom, but there's a leather strap that keeps it stuck to the bottom. There's a journal that describes Victor finding a spell book up in the attic, teaching himself very, very powerful spells.
Ooh. Is there any names of spells in this journal?
It's hard to tell exactly. This appears to be somewhat of a spell book, but everything is
Okay.
very scattered.
Okay.
None of it's
Interesting.
recognizable.
Does the journal make note of the nature of magic that he's learning?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Yes. I absolutely love these int checks. That is I've got a +0. That's a 13.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah, that's fine. Magic eludes me. Okay, I'm off again. I'm off down the corridor. I'm basically just retracing everyone's steps.
This is the room with the man that's attached to the wall.
Oh no.
Who is very dead.
Yes. Is there anything else in this room, or is it just a man attached to the wall?
It is just that.
Is he wearing clothes?
He is wearing only a loincloth.
So he's not hiding anything in the pockets. Okay. I'll scooch back down. Bump into Togo. Oh, excuse me.
Look.
Pardon?
It's me. It's
Okay. All right, me.
I don't understand why Julian is greeting the invisible comrades.
I'm not. There's a huge invisible person in the way of this corridor.
Yes, but you know who they are.
I don't know if that's Phaedra or not. I also don't know if there's.
You know the difference between our voices.
You also
Sure,
know
after you
the
speak,
height
sure,
difference.
but until
You've either bumped into a short woman or a bugbear.
Well, I also don't know if there's
Phaedra's pretty
any.
tall, actually.
Well, I don't know if there's any other invisible creatures roaming these.
That's also.
It turns out
Oh,
that she holds
yeah.
dinner parties for 100 people, 8 of whom are visible.
No idea. I'm just gonna go down here. This is I finally found the bog. Here's the toilet.
Can we just
not
check
the
on
toilet,
Julian's
This is the
int?
bathroom.
Julian's intelligence.
10.
Checks out.
He's
It's higher
bang in
than
the
I
middle
thought.
of the road. Obviously, he doesn't act this stupid normally, but he's got to
He's
stay in
really
character.
Then why is he acting so
Character.
stupid?
Character.
Oh, you're in the
Character as a
character's
servant.
character. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a mannequin, right? I remember you guys saying
Yes.
that was a mannequin.
That is the one with the
It's wearing
wedding
a
dress.
dress.
Oh yeah,
you're
I'm
right
surprised.
below us.
I'm surprised Phaedra didn't snatch it. I'm assuming that's.
I
She
believe
was looking intently at the dress before Eris called her over, actually.
floating
Yeah.
dresses are incredibly distracting. Oh, actually, they become invisible once you're carrying
Here's
it,
a
right?
bedroom.
That's true.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought it was only stuff you're carrying or wearing at the time.
This
Yeah.
person's
I
not
think it
made
might be,
their
actually.
bed.
Mhm.
What does this room look like? Is it tidy? Is it messy?
This one is definitely used. This appears to be the master bedroom. And on the ceiling is that trapdoor.
Okay. Is there anything of note, just a brief glance on any of the cabinets or bedside table or anything?
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. Is there anything under the bed?
Nope. Nothing out
Is
of the
there
ordinary.
anything under the pillows?
It's
Some
like
people
this.
hide their diaries under the pillows.
Nope. Nothing out of the ordinary.
No, that's fine. Then I
That's
will
just fine.
bring down the trapdoor.
Okay. You bring down the
And-
trapdoor.
I will head on up.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
do I need to move myself? Where am I? There I am. Oh, pardon me.
Hi.
Don't disturb the man at the end of the corridor. You might not survive, I think.
There's a lot of stuff in that room.
Oh, you can check the next room. Just after that, don't go.
Did
Careful, Phaedra's around. Yes, and I spoke to him, and he was most insistent that he disturbed again. A longer period of time, and there were piles of ash on his floor, and
Oh,
powerful
well,
magic, and...
that sounds like a
Two.
job for a cleaner.
Julian, you're not a cleaner. It's playing a role.
Exactly. I must stay true.
Yes, but cleaner everywhere else. There's a lot to clean in that room. You're going to be there a long time.
Oh, there's all this clutter.
No,
Look at
really,
this room.
Julian. Don't disturb the man. Not worth it. It's
I
not part of the
really
plan.
I really want to talk to him. So.
Then, Julian, one last thing. Good luck. You might need it. I will give you a bardic for 10 minutes.
Ta.
Oh.
May it save your life. If not, I look forward to
Indeed.
many Irene dolls and one Josh doll.
Oh, please. Please. Why do you think you're not going to die when you talk to mysterious people and then egg? But with me, death. Death and more death.
I
I'll
can't
just get
imagine
to it.
why.
I'll just get to the door.
There's no real reason, to be honest. Just,
I'll
just
just-
a
yeah.
vague gut thought.
Is that pessimism that's going to make us fail this campaign? I'm just gonna,
Which character is going to fail, Josh?
your character's dead too, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Mine's in a bag of holding next to me. I don't know what you're on about.
So, mine's in a bag of holding too. It's just not in.
It's
that
just and it doesn't have a head.
So fuck you. Anyways, housekeeping.
Uh-oh.
You do not hear any response this time.
Oh, the door's locked. I'll knock again.
Teleported to Icewind Dale.
Housekeeping.
Oh, is he still in there? My raven's still perched on
Yes.
the window.
Yes, you do see him.
He's ignoring you.
Looking through the raven's eyes, you do see that he is looking a little irritated. Then he kind of pushes himself up from kneeling on the ground and moves over to the door. There's a clank, and then it opens. Are you the help?
God, you're an handsome fella.
I wish to be left alone. This
Ah,
room
I
does not need
understand.
cleaning.
Your dad sent me up here. I just need just a little bit of dusting, and I'll be out your hair. No time flat.
If you touch anything in this room, there's a very, very high chance that you will be electrocuted and reduced to
Oh.
ash.
No time.
Well, we've all got to die of something.
He looks distraught and defeated. And he will kind of just like step to the side and usher you in.
Is he still charmed?
No, I think that was like a suggestion
that's-
spell, so it's over.
That's probably of it. He's got a circular rug. He really is fancy.
And you see skeletal
It's a
cats
good
just
morning.
lounging around.
I don't think I saw that either, so I don't know if I can warn him of that.
I will. Oh, that's not a rug. That's the teleportation cycle.
And who are those people in the
So
corner?
stupid.
Phaedra.
Who are those people
Yes.
indeed?
As you make your way over to that small corner over there,
Yeah, get back
Thank
over
you.
there, Phaedra.
to give me a dex save.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit!
I will.
Blowing my cover.
That's a 13.
13 is a failure.
Uh-oh.
You see the ground around you flare up with a blue light.
Uh-oh.
And
Okay.
you take 17 points of lightning damage.
Oh, okay.
The ground just kind of erupts.
Lightning.
And Julian, you will see that he quickly looks over to the corner.
Oh, is that meant to happen?
I run out of the room. I'm running out. I got a 21 on my concentration.
Okay. You are still invisible then.
Whoa, what was that?
You can see what I mean?
I'm gonna let him think this happened because Julian walked in the room.
Oh, I can see
Maybe that
why
one-
you don't let people up here.
Yes.
How do you even walk around?
Well, it does not trigger when I walk on it. I don't know why it
fancy
triggered at all.
shoes.
Maybe the rats.
Well, I didn't see no rats.
That's good. That means it does not need cleaning, and you can leave.
Well, let me. But I've not even touched anything yet. And I like gestured towards my feather duster, and I just
those
start,
ash piles.
yeah, exactly, all those dust bunnies. Just start dusting around, around the floor and the wall, really. And I'm just gonna walk over in this direction. It's gonna be like, oh, that's a funny looking cat. Is its name Fluffy?
You see it kind of like looks up to you and kind of like gets up on its hind legs and pushes the front two paws like on your leg. It's very hard and stiff as it is just a skeleton.
Oh, it's well cute. What's its name? And I'll bend down and scratch behind the ear bone.
Aww.
I need you to give me a dex save.
Oh, bastard.
Fuck! What's going on in that room?
I know! Everything's trapped, even the animals.
This is like
That's a 24.
an escape room.
Okay, a 24 is a success. You take
Oh dear.
12 points of lightning damage as the cat explodes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You see the bones kind of just fly into the ceiling and around the room.
Oh, I just kind of stand up in shock. Oh, I'm ever so sorry.
There are more where that came from. That is what they are meant to do, and this is why I told you not to touch anything.
Well, I think it's best I leave. I don't want to kill any more of your cats.
Oh, if only someone warned you to not touch anything.
Oh, I know, it would have been so helpful. Dear me. Well, anyways, maybe next time.
It's going great.
Could I just ask, what are you doing up here?
Looking for a way to escape.
You know, there's a door right here.
These lands. Barovia.
Oh, I see. You know those Fazanti people can leave anytime they
Fazanti?
want. Yeah,
Yes.
sure that's how you say it. Yeah, you should ask them. They can go.
They can.
Yeah, they can probably
not-
show you.
Like my chances if I were to speak with the man who lets them go.
Who's that?
Strahd?
Who?
Are you? He kind of like puts his hand in front of your face. Are you coherent? You
Yeah,
do a lot of drugs? Eating pastries?
not anymore. No,
Not
I'm
anymore.
not allowed.
That would explain it.
Well, I could always help you leave. We could find somewhere together.
Ooh.
I am uninterested in anyone in Barovia.
Damn.
As in
As I
from
will be-
Barovia.
Yes, as I will be leaving shortly.
Ah, that's good because I'm not from Barovia.
Oh,
Yeah.
this doesn't help me.
All right. Well, if you ever, I'm actually from a faraway place. If you ever come to a place called Sagravia, look for
Wow.
me because
Incredible.
I've got just the place.
I've never been out of Barovia before, but I will make a note of it.
Thanks. I mean, thanks. All right, bye.
There's no other buyback. You just hear the clack of the lock.
Speaking of, in this closed room, is it like just absolute junk mayhem, or is there like, I don't know.
Give me just
Is there
a
anything
quick
good?
a quick perception check as you make your way through this little
Yeah.
pathway.
Can I roll one for Phaedra?
Phaedra, you will note that Eris has never looked more shocked and surprised as when he sees Julian come out of the room alive.
What's the bardic?
It's a D8.
D8.
I got a nat 20. This is Phaedra's jam.
Nice.
The
That is
garbage
a
room.
22.
Okay. You don't see anything valuable, but you see carved into
Perfect.
pretty much every single wooden object in this room. You see "all is not well" with an exclamation point.
Oh. Hmm.
It's not ominous.
Well,
Mhm.
can't argue with that. Things are not well in Barovia.
Tis true.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going back downstairs.
You still here?
Okay.
Phaedra stayed behind in case you died.
Thought I'd wait and see if you would make it out.
Ah,
Might need
so
assistance.
lovely.
She's not going to admit
You know that you
that
don't.
she activated that trap.
You know you don't need to do the accent when it's just us. Right?
You don't know who's listening.
True.
Step past you.
True.
Right. Yep. And I will head downstairs and try and resume the search for the mysterious Togork and the mysterious combination.
Okay.
Thank you. I was waiting for someone to open that door.
I opened it and in my mind I was like, oh, that's Phaedra.
I was worried that freaking guy was like right on the other side and he would see the door open by itself. All these damn dogs.
Oh god.
True.
I knew who's will
Togork.
be.
How's it
Yeah,
going?
was I able to?
here?
Was I able to pick the door with the crowbar or no?
It would be very loud,
Yeah.
and it'd be more of like breaking into it, not picking the
If
lock.
it,
Wait.
if it would make any noise, I wouldn't have done it.
Okay.
Does this room have a window at all?
There's a window.
This room that we're standing in front of?
That one does not. It is at the center of the building.
Oh, damn.
I will
I
continue.
know how we can get in this room.
As we get to sort of here, I'll tap Julian and direct him, hopefully, down that corridor. Because I'm going to
Can
go
I
and
give-
get Isaac and try and bring him to us.
Oh, you want to see if he'll let us in?
Yeah, that was my suggestion, was ask him if he'll let me, if he'll escort me to have a look in his room before
Okay,
we try and
fantastic.
break in.
Ain't that gonna look a bit weird with me standing there?
That's why you need to go into one of the other...
Oh, you didn't specify that. But okay.
I'm using message, he's talking out loud. Like, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, agreed.
Yeah, okay, just clarifying. I'm not panicked anymore. I will head back and see if he's still present.
Yeah.
Isaac.
You're still just resting on that kind of banister area.
Ah, Isaac. You're waiting for someone.
More enjoying the not someone nearby.
Quiet, I'm sorry to disturb it. Victor was much the same. Does mean, though, my search of the upper floors is complete except one room. Would you potentially mind? Very, very brief courtesy of just escorting me to have a quick look in your room. Make sure nothing's amiss. Perhaps something you might have missed. Okay, or perhaps even invisible.
There is nothing of interest.
Please,
I can assure you.
I couldn't honestly tell the Burgermeister I've done. Oh, goodbye, Josh. I couldn't honestly tell the Burgermeister. Checking everything. I'm sure you understand. With your escort, of course. Take a look.
My answer is no. Perhaps your investigation can lead you elsewhere. It is.
I hate leaving a job. Why I can convince you otherwise?
There is not.
Very well. I shall very quickly head back to the corridor.
Yes.
Come close. He's not going to cooperate. We can either try and break into the room, or we can try and do something to him to make him cooperate. Satellite.
I'm here too.
Yeah, I know, I called your name. Literally waited to hear that Togok and Phaedra were present before I said anything. Julian. I'll sort of take the back of Julian's shirt and just pull a little gently and see if I can persuade him to come into this room with us.
You know magic?
You really don't need to do that. Just
Before we go chat.
Yeah,
You know,
could
just a
say
gen.
that. You don't need to.
We're trying to be really
Get him by
quiet,
the
and every
scruff
time.
of the
No, I
neck.
didn't get him by the scruff of the neck. I give a tiny little tug on your shirt to say, "Come this way," because if I say anything, you'll respond loudly, and our friend will hear.
He's been hearing me the whole time.
Yes. And, okay, I'm coming into the room to stay quiet. Is not going to be very helpful.
I've never said what I'm doing.
He's narrating.
Think, do we try and occupy it and see your name? Yes, Togok. I know.
If one of you, wait, what if you let him downstairs and we could make some noise to get in because he'd be downstairs. He doesn't know the invisible folks are up here.
Well, he could still hear it though.
I think
No,
asked him
not
if
with
I
all
can
the
go into
commotion
his room.
downstairs
I
and
don't think I can
distract him.
persuade him to come downstairs as well.
Well, if you all walk downstairs, he'll think there's no one upstairs anymore and he might follow.
Togok, he was up here before we were.
Yeah. That.
Okay. Do you know any spells to control him?
Yes, I can keep him still for a minute, but after that he might try and kill us.
You know Hold Person?
I sure do.
Wow.
Part of my psychic training.
Awesome. I
I
could
can-
also hypnotize him for a minute.
Oh yeah, you nicked my spell, I remember. I was going to change. But then I
Okay,
guess I
so
won't.
altogether we've got 3 minutes of CC.
No, but the
But,
problem is with Hypnotic Pattern is he'll know afterward. So the other option is to try and
but my
open the door.
invisibility would be gone.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can cast it,
Shut
but then
Oh,
Togok's
yes.
invisibility will be.
Also true.
But I can try and lockpick the door,
Okay.
or perhaps Togok
With-
can if he's got
Well,
Yes.
Togar.
efficiency.
I know how to use these tools, but I've never used them before. I just know how.
I see. That's.
Can we
Oh,
make
Is this
some
Togok,
makeshift these
Is that
tools?
the same as the? Are you as good at these tools as you are at being immune to fire?
No, I'm better at the fire.
Look, I've got this, and I'll take out a tiny little knife that I use to like cut cheese and stuff. It's a fine knife. Um,
Oh, cute.
Perfect. I'll grab it out of your hand.
I'll. Okay, yeah, try that, and think
And
really hard
here's-
about how you're going to employ it gently, and give you my last bar. I think it's my last bardic. It might not be. I might have one more.
I feel like Torgok's gonna put it in the
We've really
lock,
not even
stand
short
back,
rest?
and then boot the door in.
Did we short
That's
rest last
his
session?
version of lock picking.
I know we didn't
No.
long rest, but Josh had all his resources. So.
Well, we were chilling
I-
with the
I don't
Vistani.
think-
Wasn't that a short rest? Or am I
Yeah.
crazy?
But I've got a short rest last session, Tad.
I don't know.
Gives
I
me
don't
back 3
recall.
bardics.
Because I have not even used any hit die. I mean, I really have everything.
Yeah, because they healed us up. But I don't think
Oh
we short
yeah,
rested.
that was it. It's because they healed us.
Right,
With all
but
those
there was
I have
no-
all my
potions.
rages
there
though.
was no
Like
short
I don't have
rest.
any used rages.
Well, anyway, that's my last bardic. Good luck.
Godspeed.
There's
Remember,
one
watches the
problem.
knife. Oh, the knife
What?
disappears.
No, there's one problem.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yes.
a dog right. There's a dog right there.
Will the dog look up?
I don't see a dog.
It's right here.
Where? Here? Oh, that's
Just
fine.
not have line of sight of you.
No, I don't have line of sight of it either, and I'm standing near the door. Fine. If the dog comes, then
But
it'll
it-
see me.
But it might hear.
It can hear.
It's right
not-
there.
Worry about it. It's not going to speak back to us. Go on, dog. Break in.
All right, fine. All right, I will attempt to unlock the door.
Ironically, if it
Okay.
does speak back, I can speak with it. We can have a chat.
Oh, how cute.
Give me a dexterity check with disadvantage.
What have I done? Damn it.
He's
Just a
got
dex save,
disadvantage.
or just not
Oh.
save, just dex.
Yep, just
Because he
dex.
doesn't have real thieves' tools.
Oh,
Yes.
true, but he does have proficiency, right? Can he add his proficiency?
You do that if you have thieves' tools.
I
Oh,
see. Yeah, that's
fuck.
fair. That's very fair. Plus the bardic.
All right, I got an 11. It's a D8.
Mm-hmm. That's a D8.
D right?
Please.
Also, I've just found that I have a-
whammies.
I just found that I have a minute D20. Look at the size of it. It's tiny.
Wow, I've been using these tiny ones today.
I can't even read it. It's so small. How do you read it?
I don't
What's a
know.
15?
It's just cute.
Yeah, hold up 1 second.
Oh gosh.
No.
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
He's a professional.
Yes. I rolled a 15.
Oh, that's
I got a
terrible.
15. A completely average 4 and a 8.
There it is.
It's a
DC is-
75%.
15. DC is 15, so the door does unlock.
That's all
Squeaked
bardic.
by.
That's all bardic.
That's our middle name. Squeaking by.
Togok, I think you did it. Let me go in first in case, never mind, you go in first.
No.
That's a much better idea.
No.
No.
Well, because I was originally thinking like it would look less suspicious to somebody who's inside, but then I realized that I did not want to get hit by something if there was something in there.
No, there's
For-
no traps.
There's nothing.
Before anybody does anything,
There's nothing.
I do have to read something out.
Uh-oh.
Dolls. This room is full of pretty little dolls with powder white skin and auburn hair. Some of them dress beautifully, others plainly. Some of the dolls fill the long bookshelf, and others arranged on neat rows on wall-mounted shelves. Still, others are piled up behind the bed, in a heavy I'm dying. All in a heavy wooden chest. What's most odd is that all of these dolls, apart from their clothing, look the same. They all look like Irina. And as Togork, as you enter the room, you see a much larger humanoid figure.
Oh,
Irina.
God. Oh, fuck.
Are her
Bound-
eyes open?
She is not conscious at the very least, and she is bound to an armchair.
Oh, shit.
I will.
I go right up to her.
Togok, let me
I'm gonna
check.
shake her.
No,
You are
hell.
invisible.
This is
That's
my
terrifying.
this is my woman, Eris.
Yes, and
Hold on.
would you like her alive or dead? Move out the way and let me check her over.
But she knows me. Wait, Phaedra. She knows Phaedra's face. Phaedra, come in.
Great, okay. She's also
He's
invisible.
invisible too.
For
Her
goodness
face
sake.
is invisible.
Wait a sec.
Oh
Togok,
shit! You're
Togok,
invisible too. Oh, fuck.
I can make you visible If and when she stirs, let me check over. And with that, I will look over and
Don't worry, I
again
have a
feel for
plan,
her
but it's
pulse and sort of check that she's physically okay.
Yeah, give me a medicine check for this one.
Gladly. Oh, I've rolled an
Just-
18 for
Just throw powder on your face, then she can see you.
23.
Wow.
Yes. She is alive. She does have a pulse.
My God.
She is unconscious, and it appears that she has a puncture wound in her hand.
Oh.
So she has been poisoned.
Oh. Oh
I'm
no.
whispering.
We're not supposed to be in here.
Wake her up.
Remove the poison before. Cast lesser restoration.
We can remove it later. We don't have much time in this room.
Shut up! I'll cast lesser restoration on her. It takes 6 seconds, for fuck's sake! How long did you think I was going to be casting for?
Togork's
tell
in
you
a
what,
state of panic right
Just
now.
to make you really happy, I'll follow it up with a bonus action, which is even quicker. I will cast Healing Word on her.
Wow. Look at that.
Togork is unintelligent, and he's
Togork
currently even more
is-
unintelligent.
Very,
Hysterical.
very, very obvious right now. I will tap her
Think
in.
of...
Irene. Irene.
Did you cast lesser restoration?
And then cast Healing Word.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You are able to very gently wake her up. And you see her eyes kind of just like slowly flicker.
Togork, do something useful and cut her bindings.
I'll cut him, and I'm invisible. Don't uninvisible. I'm just gonna say to her, Irina, it's me, Togork. We're here to save you.
She just like slowly takes in all of her surroundings and sees
I'm invisible.
hundreds of dolls
Creepy.
of herself.
We're here to get you out. Here to rescue you. I've got a couple of friends with me that you know, Togork and Phaedra. They're currently invisible.
There's a
Phaedra.
slight nod.
Hello. I just say that
Can
right
your
into her
raven
ear.
find a window near us?
Nearest window.
Yeah, I cut the bandages off, or whatever, or the straps, whatever.
It's
I can.
Okay, actually, yeah. Can I move my raven down here? I'm interested in Victor now. Oh, here, there he is. Okay, let's see. Oh wait,
No, nothing, Julian.
I'm not keeping watch.
Julian's watching the hallway.
My suggestion is that we go to the nearest window and break.
And
That's
That's
throw her
exactly
out.
what I was thinking to do. Also, literally
There's
jump out the
one
window. That's exactly
in
what I
the
wanted to do.
bedroom, right up here.
Julian, give me a
Perfect.
perception check.
It's on the second floor, no problem. You can feather fall if you're really worried.
25.
Wow.
With a 25, you hear this creaking sound.
Uh-oh.
Like someone is either heading up or down the stairs.
Uh-oh.
I will stand here, equal distance to both staircases.
Ooh, I love that.
Okay.
Chilling with the dogs.
One of the dogs will kind of brush up against your leg and begin
Oh.
moving this way.
Oh,
Can I pick Irina up?
you.
You.
Wait. Okay.
Give me an animal handling check.
Can I just clarify a ruling with you, Tyler? So I pinged
what's up?
invisibility slightly higher up, and it says anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible.
Oh no.
I think that's at the moment when you cast it. You can't just pick up a person.
Irina's not a thing. Anyways.
Otherwise, you could just
She'll
pick up
just be
someone
floating.
else, and they would become invisible.
She'll just be floating. I love that for her.
That's fine. She doesn't have to be invisible. We're just gonna jump out the window.
Well, obviously, when we were talking about Phaedra in the wedding dress, she could have picked it up and it would have become invisible as the thought, but perhaps not.
I got a net 20 on my animal handling check.
Wow.
That you-who was
You
powerful.
tamed that dog.
I would say objects would work, but creatures would not. But yes, you are able to get that dog's attention.
Yes.
He's sniffing at you.
I will let him sniff at my hands so that he or she knows that I'm me no harm and I'm safe. And if or when it seems appropriate, I will then like scratch his little head
Mhm.
for comfort.
You see that it is just constantly letting out this drool that just begins to make a little puddle on the floor.
Adorable. I will take out my how am I gonna do this? um ba, 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 ba.
What's your plan?
Okay, yeah, I do have a knife. So I will take out my rope and cut a bit off with my knife. And I will attempt to play tug with the door and lead it away from that
Aw.
corridor.
That's so cute.
Okay.
Lead
With
it
your animal
from
handling tech,
here.
it definitely wants to play. Give me an
Yes.
athletics check to see if you can win the tug of war.
Yeah. This, what
As this
for?
madness is proceeding, Phaedra, do you think I should try and leave a different way? Like, go back down to the party, or shall
Yes,
I...
I was thinking
Yeah.
it wouldn't
Because I need to get Esmeralda.
And- Exactly. We can leave through here and you exit like a normal party guest.
Okay, so I got a 17.
Ooh.
But I don't want to
Oh.
win. I want this to go on a while so I can fully lead it like a little bit down here.
Wit rolled a natural 1, so you can scoot it whichever way you want.
Oh nice, yeah.
It's
I'll
not-
lead it. I'll lead it down here. I'll also try and get that dog's attention too. With my spare water skin, and I'll throw that down the stairs like a ball for it to
Ooh.
go fetch.
Okay. Yeah. And it will
So that I'm getting rid of both of them.
just jump off the steps. Just diving down to it. Down like 20 feet.
Amazing.
Mhm.
And then I'll just whisper, "Go now." Just go.
We're going.
And yeah,
I
hopefully
will
they
go
hear.
back and like tap Togork and say, "The coast is clear. Let's get out of here."
Yeah, so I'll just say to Irina,
I'm
the
just gonna
plan
whisper
is
to Irina.
get you out with these two invisible people while I go back downstairs. Meet you out back.
I will pick up Irina. I'll say, Irina, we're safe. We're gonna get you out of here. Are you ready to leave?
There's a mumble of a response. She is
Okay, I'll just pick her up. then.
not fully aware yet.
I
I'm
do
just gonna
want
pick
one
her
of
up.
these dolls, though. Obviously.
Okay.
Oh,
Actually, can I destroy the dolls? I want to destroy the dolls quickly.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
Okay.
Do they
Do
look
it
like voodoo dolls?
quietly.
They
They're
all
made of
look like
porcelain.
Irina.
Right? Did you say
They're not like a
porcelain
voodoo doll.
dolls?
They're made out of fabric.
Oh, okay. I thought they would like shatter. Go hog wild then.
I can't move Irina's token, but I'm holding her.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'll head to the stairwell and notice that Isaac's not.
Uh-oh. Alright, let's break this window.
Do I assume that he's
Wait,
gone up or down the stairs?
Phaedra, what's out there?
It only goes down.
Yeah, that's
So
what I mean. He's
probably
gone
downstairs,
downstairs. Okay, cool. I'll head on down. I can't head down, but I'll head down.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, back into the entranceway. No, that's even harder. Now I'm in a really small square. I can't do it.
Yeah. It's separated into like 5 sections. I have no idea why.
I'm also now in the
There you
pitch
go.
black. There we go. Fantastic.
In the void.
Oh, there's no one here
There's not.
Where?
downstairs.
I don't know this.
Yeah, I'll go back to
Okay.
the. I'll go back to the Burgermeister.
Okay.
The door's
You
locked.
try to open that door, and it is locked.
I'll just knock.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have opened
Okay.
it. I wouldn't have tried to open it anyway. I would have knocked.
Okay. You knock. You do hear some shuffling on the other side, but there is no response.
The Burgermeister. I have word from your son.
Give me a perception check.
15. I remembered
Okay.
my modifier, finally.
With a 15, you can hear this little clack of what you assume to be the window opening.
I will check in. Oh, I'll go and check in the
Gonna
wife's
blow
room.
this place.
It's also blocked, right?
Mhm.
Mrs. Burgermeister.
What kind of hell house is this?
There's no response.
I will dash down to the next door and then door. I won't even knock. Start trying to open. Oh, this one opens. Was
Okay.
it meant to?
Yeah. You open that door. Immediately, you see slouched over the table is the cook, who is very, very dead,
Uh-oh.
and a guard by the door, who, let me double check, who Esmeralda has her sword run through.
Oh,
She's alive.
She is alive. She looks fine.
I looked at her. Your timing is exquisite. Time to go.
Yes, I kind of figured things weren't going well when I saw people, when I saw is Isaac just book it down the steps.
Oh, well, he's too late.
Yes.
Irene's gone out the window. At least I hope she has. Otherwise, we've really fucked up. Is that door open? I'll gesture towards the door she's standing next to.
Yes. Locked
We're
from the
looking
inside,
for a
but we can
raven.
open it. Ah.
And I would
Window's
like to
unlocked.
point my
You just
finger up
opened
to
the
the
window.
corridor above.
oh. I was ready to break it.
Yeah, I will point my finger up to the room,
I
to the
pressed
floor
it.
above, and message to Julian. Julian,
Mhm.
Yeah.
get out however you can. If you can rush to the back door, do so. If not, follow them out the window.
Join us, won't you?
I'm jumping.
Roger that.
We're jumping.
Let's jump.
Boom,
Okay.
jump.
All right.
Oh,
It is
wait,
about 20
actually... My
What's up?
raven is out here also, and I just
Oh,
I wanted to make sure there's nothing or anyone out here before we
Ah.
jumped. And then I wanted to feather fall us on the way down.
There is someone out there.
Oh, fuck.
Just below you, cowering in a bush, is Vargas.
What's going on?
That's fine. I need to talk to him on my way up. That's
Oh,
actually
so we're
perfect.
going to float down gently and land right in front of him. Well, I guess Togark's still invisible, but Phaedra
Well, what's he
is now
cowering from?
appeared. Probably thinks you're trying to break in and kill him, because Esmeralda's gone wild down there.
Or Isaac went crazy. Out to follow Vargas out the window and kill you.
We'll be fine.
That's
We'll
fine.
take
I don't
him.
give a shit. I'm jumping.
Let's jump.
Okay.
Okay, now we've jumped.
Isaac can suck it.
Just
I'm
to
not afraid
clarify,
of that guy.
which side of the building are they jumping out, the front or the back?
The
North.
north
North side.
end.
Okay. Well, yeah. Esmeralda, this way. There's no point whispering anymore. Esmeralda, this way!
Yeah.
We'll head up to you.
I am not invisible anymore, so I just landed in front of this guy.
Down here, I will see everybody
Yeah,
buff
can I
Toggle.
cancel my own invisibility?
Yeah, you just have to.
If you
take an action.
attack.
Why do you want to?
I'm gonna attack the ground with my
You don't
weapon.
have to. You can just take an action.
Does that make me? I'll whatever it takes. I'll just make myself invisible.
Dodge.
I'm gonna walk up to this man.
Okay.
Walk up right to this man.
What?
Is he just like hiding in the bush?
Should have
What's he doing?
reappeared in his face. That
He's not hiding very well. It's more like he's
Well,
just standing.
I basically
behind
was in his face. Mr.
Easy.
Burgermeister?
it. Both of you guys, this big bugbear, just
Giant
slowly
smile.
float down from the heavens.
We float
beside
down
it.
delicately and just land perfectly right in front of him. Clearly
Oh,
coming
said
from
you,
within
mister.
his house. Oh boy.
Are you the guards? Are you the ones who were sent?
Yes.
he should
I
recognize
was
you.
sent. Do you want? Yeah. Do you want to know who sent me?
Me?
It wasn't the guards. No, I will tell you who sent me. My good friend Strahd. I will make sure his next course of action should come here and destroy you and your house. Good day, sir.
Oh, go.
What?
I will walk away with a giant smile.
Give me an intimidation check,
Oh,
actually,
God.
with advantage.
My Dorok's words.
That's a nat 20 without
Oh
advantage.
boy.
Oh, attaboy.
Okay.
It's a 24.
Okay. He is just terrified, pressed up against the wall. And that is it for the moment.
And I tell
I
him,
walk away while holding Irina.
we're taking
Okay.
Irina as well.
I don't know who. Oh,
I walk
yes.
away in a cool way.
We haven't found the invisible servants, but we did see the piles of dust. Were they definitely the cats that didn't make it?
I think those were the
I
servants.
was pretty certain on that.
It's open to
we found Isaac.
Yeah.
In that case, I shall approach the Burgermeister.
As your eyes meet, we are going to roll for initiative at the start of next session.
Uh-oh.
I say
but-
something to him before we enter now.
What, the
I'm
Burgermeister?
still playing with the dogs in the house.
That's true. That is true.
Isaac.
You say.
I'll yell out to him.
Where is Isaac?
He's
So
around the
you have to
corner
walk, like,
here.
four square. You should have. I'll just yell,
Okay.
Isaac, as I'm holding Arena. Does he look like scared? Does he look like confident? Does he not give a
He
shit?
looks pissed.
No. There is almost no emotion behind his eyes.
He's made of metal. He doesn't have feelings.
I hold up the little doll I stole. Does he look bad now?
Oh, yes. Yes, now he looks very upset.
There you go, Togor.
I shall look to the
Isaac,
Burgermeister.
I don't know who created you, but you're dead. That's all. That is all you can. You can ask the Burgermeister.
Okay.
I'd just like to look to the Burgermeister and say, I think your son was the cause of the invisible servants. He would like to be left alone. He's attempting to escape Barovia using magic.
He gives you a
Your-
very shaky nod.
Your enforcer.
Yes.
No, he's a madman.
Yes. I do.
Then I'm not here to help you anymore. I'll walk past. Don't care about him anymore.
Okay.
If it was a revelation to him and he was now really sad or upset or angry or terrified, then perhaps I'd assist him in escaping. But no.
No,
Oh, he very much knows.
he lets
Oh,
it
good.
go hog wild.
Did Esmeralda also walk outside?
Yeah, she's just down there.
Yes. She would be pretty much right where
She's
you
Josh's
are.
next character.
Whoa, we look cool.
So for the first time, Barney's gonna actually be useful in a fight. She used to
killed
just
two
sit
gods.
there in the
Could
carriage.
be exactly the same, you don't know?
Yeah,
Oh, they're
she'll
kinda
swing
the
3
same
times
set.
with a sword and miss. What's new? But
Hey,
yeah,
but actually-
I
But
don't
being
know who that
involved
goes.
matters.
It was all the old man makeup that was slowing her down.
I will suggest that Togok lay Isabella,
Irene.
Janice, Irene, there we go. Lay Irene down and I will stand over her and watch over her
will
while you
do
go
so.
melee dude. And then yeah, did you need an initiative, Tyler? Was that?
Yeah, we can roll that next time though.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Way
Time-
easy to remember that way.
Yeah, time to move to the times tradition of MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Josh.
Awesome.
Just the chaos that ensues when you've got 2 invisible people. Very, like, not even trying really to be sneaky as they're moving around the house. It's just very fun and entertaining to witness.
Yeah.
Definitely, I agree. Matt?
I just gotta say, this town has been very entertaining. Everything we've done here.
Mm-hmm.
But I really enjoyed walking around with Phaedra invisible while you guys were talking and doing stuff, and we were just doing stuff on our own. We were whispering in the chat, but kind of being really dumb about it.
Yeah, it was a bit campy, right? It was very stoogey, this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still did all. That's the thing that we did. It was, but we still did a lot of stuff productive.
I know.
Michaela.
I was just gonna say, despite all the goofiness, we 100% succeeded our mission and found Irina and got Esmeralda out alive.
If only we'd
too.
gone out the other window, we wouldn't even have to deal with Isaac.
I know. We chose poorly. But my other MVP is gonna be Eris is talking us into basically all the locations that we were. I was like going to go get some food and try to lure the dogs away or something, and then Eris just got permission to go up the stairs, and I was like, this is much better. So, yeah.
The whole idea for me was to just facilitate you guys being able to walk around, right? Like, as long as I could get the doors open, you could do the rest. Because otherwise, the door opens when the party's in full swing. I have a whole list of MVPs, but I'm going to go to Tyler first.
There's a lot you guys did, just like trying to stealth through everything, and then it all always ends with a single locked door and no
I
rogue.
know.
That is what happens. That's why the rogue is important.
Finding out about Togar's Thieves Tool proficiency, though, this is revelation
Yeah,
of the century.
literally. I
actually,
knew you had Thieves Tools proficiency because
I'm writing it down now.
Dax could use Thieves Tools, but because I noticed that you had it, I didn't take it on Eris. I didn't realize you didn't have the
some.
Thieves Tools.
Did Dax
get
have
you
one
some
of
in
those
town.
like on his person?
I had a fantastic set of Thieves Tools in the chest that was on the carriage when the carriage went missing.
Oh, well, maybe we're gonna see that.
So
chest.
maybe they still exist. Maybe Esmeralda's got them.
Well,
That chest of items, like if I can get that back, I know everything that's in it. I've got it written down on a piece of paper in my book. I have a few MVPs, but first of all, just a couple of credits to you, Tyler. First of all, the music for the Burgermeister was fantastic. Like you'd called it Burgermeister, the music, and it was great. Obviously, it did go on. After a while, we'd had it sort of 30 times on repeat, but yeah, it was great. Really good music. And also the presentation of Esmeralda, like the way you handled all of that I was Barnable situation was just brilliant. Like, I really enjoyed that. And in general, like the characterization of the Burgermeister and Victor and Isaac were also really, really cool.
Yeah.
But I've just got a list of things that Matt did and Josh's accent.
Josh's accent.
So the things that Matt did and didn't do. He called himself Snowgork. He said he was an expert in stealth and got a nat 1 in a bush. He said, I walk on my toes while invisible. And then he waited until the party was in full swing before mysteriously opening the door while I was trying to wave him away. Just like, oh god. I'm proficient in Thieves Tools, but I don't have Thieves Tools. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's just like the fire. Oh man, it was just a series
Very
of
good.
comedic events. You were brilliant today. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
What a session. Fantastic.
Very productive this
It's
time.
good to be back.
Yeah.
But I think that's where we're going. So if you guys would like to say goodbye,
Bye.
Yes.
Goodbye.
we shall see you soon.